Yeah, baby. We here. We back. We back, and we better than ever. I don't know what that was all about, man. What's up,
knocking
my brother?
on the window to the Matrix.
It's like tapping on a fishbowl. What's up, Michelle? Already here. Hi, guys. I'm here and early. Hope I get to enjoy the show live. So do we. We hope you enjoy it. We know you're here. Whether or not you're going to enjoy it is still 50-50, man. We go without a net. Traveling Runner's here already. Let's go. Peace. Traveling Runner, we missed you. Am I correct to say that you wasn't with us last week? Right? If I'm correct. King handles. These late starts are unacceptable. I'm sorry, man. I ain't going to lie. I had to use the bathroom real quick.
Well, I also just got to say, I mean, dude, you got to know what it is. When you see the start time of 10 o'clock or, if you're on the East Coast.
He's right.
No, he's not right. He's
right.
not right. No, he's not right at all. The show starts around 10. I can't put that in. I can't put that in on the stream, but that's what time the show starts.
Nah, man. We got to be more on point. He's not wrong, man. It is unacceptable. It's not professional. All right. And King Handles, you're right. I accept it.
I don't.
Dude, we were ready to go. There's no reason we shouldn't have went on. We were bullshitting behind the scene, blowing our load before we even got on the fucking thing. All right. Traveling Runner says, yeah, I missed Saturday's show. My bad. No problem, dude. We're just happy to have you back. We know people have lives, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I consider you guys to be true friends. So when you don't show up, I don't get worried. I just hope everything's good. And I know you'll be back again. No explanations needed, man. You know? Yeah, man. It's good to have you back. And yeah, you're right. We should have been on exactly when we said we were gonna be on, man. That's his fault.
Yeah, it is actually. It is my fault. I'll take that. I'll take the responsibility for that. I will. I don't mind.
I hope everybody's week is going good so far. How's yours going, Brian?
The week is it's progressing. It's moving right along, as you could say. I had a weird experience yesterday. I paid for my dog to get sodomized. I think I was telling you about this on the phone.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so
he like bastard.
And the part that I don't know if it bothers me, but I kind of enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. It was enjoyable. It was enjoyable to see the pain in his eyes. And I think he liked it a little bit too, dude. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what's weird? He's been attached at my hip ever since.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm not even listening, man. Just hold off another couple of months and soon that'll all be acceptable.
So here's what happened for the viewers who don't know, Mr. Boots, my dog, he was having some issues, with his bowel movements in the morning. He would go to bend over. He would squeak out like a half of a log or a full log. I'm not sure what the correct medical term is. So
a nugget. Pop out a nugget. He was taking little rabbit shits.
Just a little Snickers. So the Snickers mini would come out, and then he would scamper off, right?
Yeah.
So he would and then he would like whine, right? And then 5 minutes later, all of it would come out, right?
Okay. And he felt a lot better.
And yeah, but then it was no problem. Like he didn't seem constipated on the second round. So okay. I don't know if he just got spooked by something like a couple weeks ago while he was taking a shit and it like fucked him up. I don't know.
Okay, but you said all of it came out. So what made you go bring him in to get sodomized? And before you answer that, I just want to give a shout out to my daughter who showed up, Jasmine. Traveling Runner says we were late, but we were fashionably late. And King Handle says that Brian is living vicariously through his dog.
I mean, I don't need to, dude. If I wanted,
no, you don't need to, man.
Yeah, if I wanted to get a couple fingers at my butt, dude, I could definitely get a couple fingers at my butt.
He's got a beautiful woman.
Well, she wouldn't be the one that she would not be the one who does it, but
really, she don't love you like that.
No,
she won't throw on like a dish glove.
She doesn't love me like that.
Oh, it's a horrible thing. I'm sorry, man.
I think she would also say that she doesn't love me like that. She would come on the show and say she doesn't love. She would she would say she loves me more than that, but that she wouldn't do that. That's what you.
She won't massage the prostate. Give you a little prostate rub.
Well, when you put it in that context, I don't know. Maybe she might.
You know,
How do you feel about the prostate rub?
I don't feel the prostate rub. I never felt the prostate in my life.
What's it too?
I think-
It's too
I think
numb
it-
down there. Is
I-
that
I-
what it
I
is?
think-
You just got no
I think-
sensation
I
left?
think it's like the G spot. It doesn't exist. It's a myth. All right. So your
Oh,
dog
how we've looked.
Yo, so your dog finally got it out, but you still decided to get him sodomized. Please continue.
Well, so the third day, dude, he's still doing it, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe because the dogs
What are
have
you
those.
feeding this dog? Did you change his food?
No, bro, kibble. He gets kibble and one egg every morning for breakfast, and then I give him a kibble and a little, whatever meat I'm making that night. He gets a little bit of that.
What's kibble? Kibble and bits? What do you give
Yeah,
him?
kibble, like the dried food.
Okay, dry food. But which kind of dry food are you giving him?
Oh, I give him some good shit.
It does matter.
Yeah, all right.
But you said you haven't changed his food, so then it wouldn't matter because he wasn't doing that from the jump.
Right. Yeah. This is what I get him. I get him this salmon shit. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. He likes it. Shit.
All right, little Purina.
Yeah.
Dog-
Pro plan. Yeah.
The dog in the picture looks healthy.
That's why I got it. Yeah, and it's salmon.
yeah.
He's a big fan of fish.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a pescatarian.
Maybe he's just stressed out because he's living in San Francisco.
Yeah, and you want to hear some fucking wild shit?
We do, but hold on. Let's continue the story with your dog, man.
This has to do with the dog.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
So you could be right. It might have to do with something with San Francisco because the first time that he did this, he was shitting on this like stump of a tree. A stump of a bum's leg on the sidewalk. It's just that little nub part, like at the bottom. I asked the guy what happened. I figured he was a war vet or something, but he said it was because he kept shooting up in his leg, and they eventually had to slice it off. Right. So he said he didn't really mind the dog shitting on his leg because he couldn't actually feel it. No.
Yeah.
But he
it
said
was
he
all
had
his friends.
He had some phantom scent.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead. Come on. The dog was taking his shit. Stay focused, me brother.
So he was taking a shit on the stump, and then I think he might have brushed up against maybe a wood or a splinter, or maybe like there was a dude
Caught his
something.
nut?
Yeah, bro,
Caught
caught something for real, and it spooked him, right? So after that, he's only been shitting in the middle of the street.
Like everybody else.
Yeah. No,
Maybe
dude, I
he's
mean,
just becoming a real San
people,
Franciscan.
the dogs and the other people shit on the sidewalk. My dog shits in the middle of the intersection.
Well, he got class.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but he
no
doesn't
need to pick it up. The cars will run over it.
I know, but it's in the part where you walk over, like in the crosswalk. So now I've started walking.
Always in the crosswalk.
I've started walking diagonally across intersections, like waiting till it's clear in the morning, because I know he's going to shit in the middle of the street. And if it's in the middle, you're good.
So you bought him. You said you can't be shitting in the middle of the street. I'm going to bring you to the vet.
No, I don't mind if he shits in the middle of the street. What I didn't like him doing is he was shitting on the sidewalk in the park. And then in the morning, when you're up there and you're walking the dog and there's other people up there, you look like a huge asshole if your dog's just shitting on the fucking sidewalk.
Especially when you don't pick it up.
Exactly.
And then you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because then if you pick it up, they go look at him. He must be a Republican. Now you're hated by your neighbors. They're like, now you're the dude who picks up the shit. They're like, I saw him picking up his shit. He picked up the dog shit? Yeah, he must be a Republican.
What's funny, dude? There's this guy in my neighborhood who's probably about 70, gray hair, and he's got these like Elton John type glasses that are like, rose colored, and they're like ovals, like rimless or whatever. But I see him every morning, and the dude picks trash up all over the place. Old school liberal. Old school. Those are how the liberals are supposed to be. It's supposed to be some crotchety old dude who's weird, right? Loves everybody and cares about the planet so much, he goes digging through the public trash can to separate the recyclables. Those are the kind of liberals I want back.
He's a minimalist. I saw a documentary on minimalists, and they had this one chick, Chinese chick. She was actually cute. She had to be like maybe 19, and she don't pay for nothing, dude. She goes to the garbage for shit. She goes to eat. She goes to the places that are closing, and she gets like the shit they throw out. She doesn't use toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? She just shits and jumps in the tub and washes her fucking ass. And I think that's a pretty crazy way to live. You don't have to live that way.
This dude is just doing it to clean up the neighborhood. He's just picking up litter on the street. That's all he's doing. He's not eating any of the stuff.
No. He's cleaning his house.
The neighborhood. No, dude. He lives inside. He's rich. He's wealthy.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. You see him, dude. He's rich.
Oh, how do you know he's rich?
Dude, because I see the way he's dressed, bro. He's got fucking nice shoes on, designer, like not.
And he's going through trash,
but not like designer, but like, you know, it's like that old school. Like he's got the vintage Patagonia fucking jacket, like the, you know, old Reeboks, dude. I see him go into his like, you know, nice like townhouse apartment or whatever. Like he's not poor, you know.
Okay.
And if you live in this neighborhood, dude, you have money unless you're living on the street. You know,
okay.
And then you also have money. It just comes from the government.
Okay.
All right. Back to the dog.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay.
So I get to day 3 with the dog and I'm like, maybe it's his anal glands that are the problem.
Oh, you started thinking about the dog's anal glands.
I mean, it's pretty common that dogs, you know,
I never even heard the word anal glands till just now.
Well,
first time I ever heard that word used, anal glands. I didn't even know anals had glands.
Well, it's your ignorance.
Anuses had glands.
It's your ignorance that makes you adorable, my friend. And you look great right now.
I don't feel great, but whatever. I'm feeling very jaundicey today. I feel like I'm a little more yellow than normal.
Yeah, you got to work on the white balance on the camera. Let's see if we can fix that.
Everything's the same as it always is, man. It's me.
No, yeah, I know that. We can fix it in post, is what I'm saying, dog. We can fix it in post. I make mine like a little.
It looks like I had a space between my tooth, and I really don't. I guess I do. No, I don't. I don't get why it looks that way. But anyway.
So I bring the dog in. We go in. I talk to the vet, and you know, she comes in, and the first thing I say to her, I say, "Hey, listen, I know you want to probably check this, like this is what you're gonna have to do, but like we're gonna have to muzzle this fucking dog, you know, because like he will bite you, and honestly, he'll probably he'll bite me."
You're gonna want to muzzle him because he's a screamer. You see the oh yes, woo, oh, You're gonna want to muzzle this one. He takes out a ball gag, puts a ball gag in your dog's mouth. That's when you knew shit was gonna be a little different. When you told him to muzzle him, he pulled out a big rubber ball gag.
It was a piece of metal with leather straps on the side of it.
Oh man, you poor dog.
No, dude. It was soft, like cloth. You know, kind of like trying to think of what you could like compare it to, like almost like seatbelt material, like a stretchy seatbelt material that went, you know, around his little beak. So I clamped it down and then picked him up like,
and then you put on his nipple clamps.
No.
So then you held him. Go ahead, man. It's too much.
So I took So then I'm talking to the lady. I'm like, do you want me to pick him up? You're welcome, Melanie. Thank you for your compliment. Melanie says you both look great. Thanks for all the laughs.
Thank you, Melanie. And I could be wrong, but I think that's a first time commenter.
No, I think she's commented once or twice before.
All right, then I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm getting ready to pick the dog, and then
thank you, Melanie.
Pick up the dog, and then you know she starts getting suited up, bro. She got the gloves. She goes, puts the gloves on, right? And then she's like talking to me, dude. She's talking to me, and she grabs, she like.
Wait,
she
you
like,
picked up the dog though? How'd you pick it up? Did you pick it up like sideways and just point the ass toward her?
well, so I'm asking her, right? So I'm like, so what do you want to do here? So as she's running through, so she's like, the first thing we're gonna do, and she's like putting the gloves on. She's right. She's like, I'm gonna need you to pick the dog up, right? And she's like, I'm gonna need you to have the nose facing that way, tail going this way. And then as she's saying that, dude, she takes the bottle of lube, bro, and she's just squeezing it onto her hand.
And you're taking notes. Go ahead. You're sitting there putting notes in your phone.
Well, I'm asking.
Handful of lube. Nose to the north.
Then she squirts. So then I pick her up. Right?
You pick him up.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to make this sound like it was okay.
So I pick the dog up, right? And then she sticks her fingers.
Oh, wait, I noticed you're using 2 fingers. She went double right off the bat. She didn't even like warm them up.
Well,
she didn't go 1.
I gotta be honest, dude. His tail's pretty fluffy, and so say this is his tail, right?
Yeah.
His nose is going this way. I kind of look like this.
You looked away.
I looked away, dude. And what I did the whole time, dude, is I stuck my head right next to his head, and I said, I'm sorry, buddy. You're doing a good job. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do this to you. I'll give you some chicken when we get home. I'm so sorry, pal. I'm really, really sorry about this. And the whole time he's like this.
It's his tail wagging.
It was not wagging. Flailing. I think
he was in his ear going, just let it happen. Don't worry, this is gonna happen. Just relax. Okay? Just relax.
It's part of the ritual.
All right, so she went 2 fingers.
2 fingers, and then she excreted his anal glands all over the floor. Yeah, Doug. Yeah. What do you think, dog? Give those a whiff.
Did she do that to you? Did she pull it out and go, here, smell my fingers?
No, she let me
holding the dog. She just hit you under the nose with it.
No, she let me keep the glove.
She goes, oh, you're feeding it Purina.
She let me keep the glove, dude. I still got the glove.
I'm gonna throw up. But wait a minute, when you say, did your dog shit the floor?
It wasn't. He didn't really like shit the floor. It was just kind of more like a shit liquid that comes out. Your
dog came?
Like, when you get the runs.
Like he came.
No. When you piss out your ass,
your dog had an ass orgasm, dog. That's what you're gonna have to do that all the time, dude. You better go to fucking Costco's and get some rubber gloves.
Well, I've been finding things like this all over my apartment now, dude.
Stuck into the floor. Sticking straight up by the dog's bed.
It's like a piece of hair. Dog hair.
Oh, disgusting.
So then after
fucking gross.
It's finished,
I'm guessing
after he finishes, I guess I should
after
say.
he finished, dude. Yeah, it sounds like your dog had an orgasm, dude.
So after he finishes, she says,
now,
maybe
how long was she up there? Was there like in and out motion, or just kind of rounding around the sides?
It was enough that she played 3 or 4 smooth jazz songs.
Wow. Okay, so like here's the question: when she pulled it out, did she gape him? Oh, gross.
No. And when she got done, right? She's like, "Well, I'm not exactly sure if that's actually going to solve the problem,
but I know it didn't hurt."
She said, next time you come in, I'm going to give you some Xanax and some gabapentin you can give him.
Next time you come in, we're going to go for 3 fingers.
Dude, so then I'm out in the lobby, right? I'm out in the lobby. And
with the dog.
With the dog. Yeah, we're done.
Is the dog standing or sitting at this point?
Waddling, I guess you could probably say.
Did you tell your dog sit down and make him sit after that, or did you let him just stand and waddle?
I let him do his thing after that, to be honest with you. So then,
right.
I hear the receptionist on the phone talking to some lady, and she's like, "Yeah, you really might want to bring him in. We've actually had this happen twice in the past 2 days. 2 dogs have been out on walks with their owners, and they sniff something, and they've come in, and we've had to give them Narcan, and the dogs sniff fucking fentanyl off the street, dude, and one of the dogs fucking died, OD'd, bro, from just sniffing some fucking fentanyl off the ground. A dog OD'd, bro. A dog.
Somewhere there's a fucking drug addict.
Not far from here, bro.
Somewhere there's a fucking drug addict that is like, fuck, man, I heard a dog found my shit.
That piece of shit.
Yeah. That's horrible. See, that's when it becomes a problem, when it starts affecting the animals. That's fucked up, dude. You can't even walk your fucking dog, yo. Now you gotta worry about fucking, listen, who would have thought that him getting 2 fingers in his ass would be the least of his problems? That's the least of his fucking problems.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have to get him one of those BDMS fucking masks that cover his whole beak.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a beak. I think it's a snout.
Beak, snout. I mean, whatever you prefer.
No, a beak is on a bird, bitch. Beak. The fuck are you talking about? Damn, that's fucked up. So now you got to worry about walking your dog and your dog fucking getting addicted.
Well, I got to worry about the motherfucker stealing my dope is what I got to worry about.
You're sitting there like, come on, man, take me for a walk. I'm jonesing. You bring him out, he's just licking the floor. That's horrible, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I think if my dog did that, I'd probably turn into a vigilante.
Bro. Yes, and that was the thing I thought about. If my dog OD'd, I would go on a rampage, bro.
I think I'd become a vigilante, start fucking up dope heads left and right.
Yeah, dude, just start cracking skulls. You see a dude nodding out, dude, you just start. I get 2 cymbals, dude, and I just start clapping heads together. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah, that'd be dope. It's original. You can make like a fucking like a holster that carries them both on the sides. You know what I'm saying?
I get a chain, dude. A chain. I'd come walking around with it.
That hampers your movement. King Handle says, damn, San Francisco's got that good dope.
No, you know what has that good dope or had the good dope? We're not going to talk about it, actually.
You brought it up.
Camden always had the good dope.
My daughter says, okay, guys, this is gross. Just saying.
Sure, of course. We don't disagree.
Look, I didn't start this conversation. He did. And I was waiting for you to say that, in all honesty. I was waiting for someone to say it. Oh, man. So that's the story of the dog.
Yeah.
And now he constantly keeps rubbing on your hip. All right. Well, listen, man. Did you film it? Can we go online and see fucking Boots' first anal? Boots' first time doing anal.
That's not nice, dude.
Yeah, man. Speaking of animal sex, what about that manatee?
What do you mean?
You sent it to me. That manatee that died having fucking rough sex.
Oh. Crazy, right?
Yeah, man. But it gets crazier. Do you have it? Bring it up. It gets crazier because the manatee was having sex with his brother. And they said they never seen it go so wild. They said they never seen him get so wild, yo.
No, I gotta remember where I sent that to you on.
You sent it to me on Instagram.
I know, but
hold on, I'll find it, yo. Hold on. Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy, man. And I think
yeah, bro, it's SF is crazy, dog. Yeah. San Francisco's a fucking banana city.
Yeah, here it is. I'm sending it to you now. I sent it to your Brian Licata one.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, yo. Fucking manatees. Who would have thought they were crazy in bed? You know? Well, I mean, waterbed, I guess, right? The whole ocean's their bed. Right? It's like a waterbed, only you're inside the bed.
That was good.
Not really. It was cheesy, man. That was cheesy.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah. So, because we give you the news that matters here on Rated G.
Florida aquarium is blaming a manatee's death on high-intensity sex with another male.
Yeah, but read what it says now. Read what it says.
In April, a manatee at Moat Marine Laboratory and Aquarium in Sarasota, Florida, died an untimely death. The Tuesday press release revealed that the animal's death was caused by high-intensity sex with his brother. On the day of Hugh's passing, Hugh and Buffett engaged, Buffett, right?
Buffett.
Yeah, Buffett engaged in natural yet increased mating behavior observed.
I like the way they put natural.
Yeah.
Increased. Two male fucking what manatees going at it. It's natural. You know?
And both mating behavior observed and documented manatees both in managed care and in the wild. Ukarim said this was the first time such heightened mating behavior was witnessed between the two manatees. A true Florida love story. First Barbie, and now even animal activists are blaming.
See, look, this is how bad this is getting, man. You know, now it's even affecting the animals. This is how bad it's getting, dude. Even the animals are fucking going. I wonder when they're gonna get their letters. The LGBTQ plus M for manatees. I don't know. But that's crazy, yo. He's banging his brother and died. I wonder if he was giving it or taking it. I'm going to guess he was a power bottom.
You think so?
I would think so. I don't think the person giving it. Well, I mean, you know, he might have been giving it, felt the heart attack coming and just didn't stop.
Right.
You know, that's what, if you're ever wondering what kills men while they're having sex is pride. You feel it coming 100%. You're like, oh my God, my heart's pumping too hard. There's a good chance I'm going to die, but you're not going to stop to go, oh, hold on a second. I think I might be having a heart attack because there's nothing, you know, there's no bigger dry up than that. Well, you never know. Your chick might be a freak.
I think the bigger dry up to women is you saying dry up on the air. I think that's the biggest dry up talk. I think any woman who heard that just went.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do in life. Dry up any woman that comes around me, yo. You know, King Handel says, I think I took down a manatee about 10 to 12 years ago. How?
He's like, talking about in college, dude. And I don't think, dude, I know you did, dog.
That's not right, man. Speaking of manatees, this is a good segue.
Yeah, speaking of manatees, did you hear about Lizzo?
I was going to say Lizzo, dog. I'm glad you said it instead of me, yo. I'm glad you said it. Speaking of manatees, Lizzo is getting fucking sued by 3 of her backup dancers who claimed that they were.
Can we give credit to our friend who we're gonna say broke the story but didn't break the story?
Who's that?
Jason Scoop, because that's where I heard about it at.
Well, no, actually, I heard about it before.
I know, but let's just give credit to Scoop for being the one who dropped the article live first
that we can share.
Correct.
Yeah, he spoke about it before us. Sorry, guys, I was making myself lunch. Can y'all start the show all over again? Oh man. Lizzo forced dancers to eat bananas from sex workers' vaginas during Amsterdam trip in a bombshell lawsuit. But like I said, I read this article actually on that news thing that I sent you, and it wasn't just eating bananas out of the vaginas. They also had to catch dildos that they shot out of their vaginas.
Lit, bro.
You know what I'm
Lit,
saying?
dog. Yo, let's hear it. Hold on. I need to I need to find the news, bro. All right, here's a lawsuit from the AP. I want to try to get all right, here it is.
Before we get into it, Stormy says creating deserts all over the internet today. Not desert, LOL. Lizzo's traveling runner says Lizzo's a next level freak. Yeah, she's on some level. She's on some fucking level, man. That chick is. Ugh. All right, so you got the article?
Mm-hmm. So it says Lizzo has been sued by 3 former dancers who accused the Grammy winner of sexual harassment and alleged the singer and her production company created a hostile work environment. The civil lawsuit filed Tuesday in LA County Superior Court claims Lizzo pressured the dancers to engage with new performers at a club in Amsterdam and shamed one of them for her weight gain before firing her. Plaintiffs.
Whoa. Pause on that. Lizzo is getting mad at someone for having too much weight. That's body shaming, yo. How dare she body shame one of her dancers when that chick could pass for a manatee? The nerve. Continue.
Hold on.
Come on, man. It's slow, man. Come on. What are we? Oh my God, Lizzo the Hut. And this is why we'll never be monetized. Stormy says deserts versus dessert. You guys are great. Thank you, man. Thank you for the compliments today, man. You guys are very complimentive today. The traveling runner says that's some strong vajayjays. They must do Kegels like crazy. Hell yeah, man. And when they hit their mid-40s, that's just going to move on its own.
Plaintiffs Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez make numerous charges, including sexual, religious, and racial harassment, disability discrimination, assault, and false imprisonment.
False imprisonment?
Yeah, so the false imprisonment, and the racial thing, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to guarantee you not one of these girls is fucking white, you know? No. Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, Noel Rodriguez. So, like, racial harassment, you know.
Well, Noel Rodriguez might be Irish. Scroll down.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, strong Irish ties, dude. Yeah. What about you, bro? You from County Cork?
The legal complaint seeks unspecified damages and names Melissa Vivian Jefferson, known professionally as Lizzo. Oh, her name is Melissa Vivian Jefferson. Okay. Her production company, Big Girl, Big Touring, Inc., and Charlene, help me Quigley. With that one. Quigley. Captain of the performance dance team. Mm-hmm. All right, scroll. Is that the end of it?
Representatives for Lizzo did not immediately respond to emails seeking comment on the lawsuit. The court filing claims that after performing a concert in Amsterdam, Lizzo and her crew attended a sexually themed show at a club in the city's notorious red light district. Where Lizzo
love the red light district.
Big up the red light district. Which, you know, honestly, as a boss, you know, big up to Lizzo. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers.
Hold on 1 second, though, before you continue. See, people, that's the reason why bosses don't bring you to strip clubs and shit. Because then they know they're going to get lawsuits, you know? This is the reason why everybody can't have a good time at work. Go ahead, continue.
This is definitely the reason why.
If you're wondering why they never bring you to strip clubs and sex orgies and shit like that, because of this.
The court filing claims that after performing, during the show, Lizzo led a chant. Interesting, a satanic chant, maybe.
No, it was probably more like boo, 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 or some
It's
stupid
just
shit.
probably like grab
Touch
her by
it,
the
touch
pussy,
it,
grab her
touch
by
it.
the pussy, grab
Yeah,
her by
something
the
like that.
pussy.
Something like that. Yeah, you know. But it's definitely some 1984 shit. They probably looked real evil while they were doing it too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dave, pressuring Davis to touch the breast of one of the new women performing in the club, the filing states. Finally, the chorus became overwhelming, and that mortified Miss Davis acquiesced in an attempt to bring an end to the chants. The complaint states, there's cell phone footage of this.
Oh, for sure.
Plaintiffs were aghast with how little regard Lizzo showed for the bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people whom she employed. Lizzo, who routinely champions body positivity, is accused of calling out Davis for her weight gain after accusing the dancer of not being committed to her role.
Maybe she was getting thin.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the problem. She was losing weight. Oh, no, she said weight gain. Okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Davis was fired in May for recording a meeting during which Lizzo had given out notes to the dancers about their performances, according to the plaint. Oh, I know we can find that too. Quigley, who served as a judge on the singer's reality show, Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls, is accused in the lawsuit of pushing her Christian beliefs on the dancers. The court filing claims Quigley referred to Davis as a non-believer and told coworkers that no job and no one will stop me from talking about the Lord.
Oh, my God. Yeah, while you're telling her to touch titties and to catch dildos that are shooting out of women's kegling pussies. What are you, fucking insane, Lizzo?
So,
Lizzo, are you insane, Lizzo? Not that she's even watching this ever will, but come on, man. How are you a representative of God walking around with those? Come on, man. Lizzo would actually be attractive if food would stop forcing its way into her body. Do it. Come on, do it. Ben Stiller from that movie.
Do it. Yeah. So it was Quigley, her like right-hand woman, who was saying that she's a Christian. But I'm also wondering, what spin is this that the mainstream is trying to put on?
Wait, who's saying they're Christian? Quigley's a Christian.
Quigley. So it was Lizzo.
Oh, I thought they were saying Lizzo was saying.
No. It was Quigley was trying to push the beliefs onto the other girls who they were forcing to touch prostitutes. So it's Lizzo and her manager.
I get it now.
Right. Lizzo and the manager against these girls.
Why do you keep making all these Illuminati signs here, man? Did somebody get to you?
What? What do you mean? What signs?
All right. So I get it now. I was wrong, people.
What are you talking about, dog?
Oh, so the dancer is a Christian, and the dancer was saying, that shit is wrong, and they mocked her for it. Okay.
No. I think here. Hold on. Let's just read this again.
It again.
Okay, but let's get it straight. So there's in the lawsuit. There's Lizzo and Quigley versus the dancers.
Okay.
Lizzo and Quigley versus the dancers.
Okay, right? I get it. All right, sure. All right, I'm with you now. I'm sorry, it's early.
So
Quigley served as a judge. All right.
On the singer's reality show, Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls is accused in the lawsuit of pushing her Christian beliefs onto the dancers.
So Quigley's Christian beliefs. Quigley's a Christian.
Correct. So now this makes me wonder what you're saying is, are they now using this to kind of go at Christians, right? Because it's interesting that that's just also in here, right? And
it's part of the lawsuit.
Right.
So now you can get sued. Well, basically what they're saying is you can get sued for sharing the gospel.
Well, that's what you just took out of it. We don't know what those charges.
Well, she's being sued, and they said one of it is because she was pushing her beliefs.
Correct. But we need to read the lawsuit.
True.
Yeah, we'll get the lawsuit. Yeah, we'll definitely, because that's public record. I'm sure. Right? It's not sealed. Is it sealed?
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Lizzo's very connected, so
Earlier this year, Lizzo won the Grammy for Record of the Year about her for a hit "About Damn Time." A global tour supporting her fourth studio album 2022 special wrapped last month. All right, that's the rest of the article.
Right. They didn't talk about the dildos in that one. Yeah, she. I mean, you can't be forcing chicks to touch people.
Yes, bitch, we found it. That was fast. That was fast.
You're getting better. You're getting better.
Superior Court of the State of California for the County of Los Angeles. Complaint for damages. Okay, so big girl, yeah, Lizzo, blah, blah, blah. Case number, complaint for damages, FEH, hostile work environment, sexual harassment. Failure to prevent and/or remedy hostile work environment, sexual harassment, religious harassment, failure to prevent or remedy religious harassment, racial harassment, disability discrimination, intentional interference with prospective economic advantage, assault, false imprisonment. Oh, false imprisonment. That's like kidnapping, dog.
Yeah, it's definitely keeping somebody from lip moving. You know, it's not necessarily kidnapping.
You want to read the whole thing? I mean, you can read the whole thing.
Let's. I mean, I'm sure it kind of hammers it out, right? It doesn't just say that, but it gives like specifics in some sort of way.
Oh, yeah, dog. So this is very specific.
Let's look at it, man.
Comes now the plaintiffs, Crystal Williams, here and after. For all right, we don't need to read this.
What the hell is comes now? What the fuck is that?
This is all legalese, is what they call it.
That's what I'm saying, man. This bullshit language that they use so that we have to use a lawyer. Because if they wrote that shit in English, you wouldn't have to use a lawyer. But they write it in that fucking legal jargon.
Right.
Garbage. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we'll
figure it out.
Yeah. California statutory, blah blah blah. So all right, why don't you talk a little bit and I'll get to the I'll try to get to the main point. You know what I mean? Let me find it because I don't want to just scroll this shit.
Well, since we're talking about all these sexual things on Lizzo right now, what better time to tell you that if you want to have a good time this weekend, if you're looking for something to do with somebody you love, go to XXXplayground.com and buy yourself XXX Playground, the board game, man, and get fist deep into someone you love, man, with just a roll of the dice, and you can blame it all on the game, you know. And I call myself a Christian.
We got to get Spank back on the show. Shout out to XXX Playground. Yeah, what do you mean, do we? Yeah, of course we have to get Spank back on the show. He's one of my favorite guests.
He's fucking insane. I love that dog. I love that dude, but he's insane. Go ahead.
And shout out to enditwasgood.net/shop for hosting our products. And shout out to John, who just had a baby. Big shout out to John. Yeah, just had
his, up to you, John.
Yeah, just had his first kid. Love you, bro. Haven't talked to him much in the past
boy or girl. Days. Boy or girl.
I can't remember. I'm sorry, John.
Or is he gonna let them decide when they're older?
He let the doctor do it.
He let the doctor guess.
Yeah. No, I'm
King
not.
King Handle says Lizzo should get sentenced to 1,000 hours of Planet Fitness service.
What exercise?
Oh, fitness exercise. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but this is free pizza, bro.
I was about to say she's only going to show up on pizza day.
Yeah. All right. Well, here you go. Here it is. Factual allegations.
Here we go.
Make this bigger. You see that? Okay.
Yeah. See that? Fine.
The case centers on 3 professional dancers' experiences working for Big Girl Touring Inc., hereinafter referred to as BGBT. So that's just the legalese, right? So whatever. Yeah. So these girls.
BGBT.
Yeah. So then there's Lizzo, Miss Davis, Miss Williams, Noel, Rodriguez, Williams. These are all the plaintiffs, right? In or about March 2021, Miss Davis, and Miss Williams were introduced to Lizzo when they were contestants on Lizzo's reality show, Watch Out for the Big Girls. And this is the show that Quigley was also a host on, right? Or a judge. A judge, right. Yeah. So Lizzo and this other girl were judges, and they met the background dancers during the show in 2021. Okay. Right. It was on Amazon Prime. During the show, the contestants competed for an opportunity to join Lizzo's team. As Big Girl dancers. Okay. So the show was a tryout to be on the show.
Yeah.
In or about May 2021, Ms. Davis was required by Lizzo and BGBT to submit to a psych evaluation to ensure she was psychologically healthy enough to endure the strain of filming the television show. During the examination, Ms. Davis disclosed that she struggles with anxiety and depression, which occasionally results in binge eating. So first and foremost, this is why I don't work for big companies and why you don't tell people shit about yourself, you big fucking dummy. Just because somebody asks you, like when you go to the doctor's office and they're like, hey, write your social security number down on this piece of paper. You know what you do? You tell the secretary to eat a fucking dick. You know, you don't write your social security number down because they don't fucking need it.
Okay.
Same thing why I got in that argument with that Foot Locker for that fucking dumbass girl trying to ask for my email address to give me a fucking receipt, bro. You know? So I'm sorry, check one. That's on this girl for telling your boss that you're depressed and you get anxiety. Why would you ever do that? Seriously, why would you ever do that? Why would you tell your boss that?
But here's my problem with that personally, is that who isn't a little depressed and have anxiety? If you're not depressed and have anxiety in this world today, then you are, my friend, a serial killer. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everyone got depression and fucking anxiety, man. That's a human thing. You don't have to put another word on it. It's already there. Anxiety and depression. Okay? It happens. The fuck? Go ahead. I suffer from anxiety and depression like everybody else. Fucking dummy. Go ahead.
So this is what Lizzo was every Star Wars character.
Oh my God. I'll give you this though. She's very pretty. She has a pretty face, you know. Good skin too. She shines. Bright like a diamond. The traveling runner, thank you, G. We all messed up in one way. Of course, man. Come on, people. I cry every day. All right. This smile comes with a lot of tears behind it. Go ahead. Try to stay with us, Brian.
Miss Davis disclosed so she disclosed she has anxiety and depression results in binge eating. The waiver of privilege of confidentiality and consent to evaluation form she signed prior to undergoing the examination states that the information disclosed during the evaluation may be provided to production, its representatives, and or other individuals or entities involved in the show as deemed appropriate by the doctor or by the production. Ms. Davis is informed and believes that her disclosure of her struggles with anxiety, depression, and binge eating were related to Lizzo and BGPT. I mean, so it sounds like that she signed a waiver that said whatever she says can be told. Yep. So again, on you. You know?
No doubt. But I think she's saying that to say they knew that she had that. I think she's stating that to say that they were very well aware that I struggled with this.
Oh, and it's saying they use that against her, which they can't do. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, good point. Good point. You would make a good lawyer, dude. You're really not as dumb as you look, dog.
No, I'm not as dumb as I look or sound. Stormy says emotions are normal. Thank you, Stormy. Go ahead. Let's continue. You got me entranced. I want to hear this.
In or about May 21, Ms. Rodriguez was hired by Lizzo and BGBT. Initially, she was brought on to perform in Lizzo's Rumors music video, but she remained with Lizzo and BGBT as part of the performers group supporting Lizzo in live concerts as well. While working on the Rumors music video, Ms. Rodriguez was approached with another job opportunity that would have run concurrently with Lizzo's rehearsals, live show, and tour. After rehearsals for Lizzo's shows were postponed, Ms. Rodriguez approached Lizzo's tour manager, Carlina Gugliotta, hereinafter referred to as Miss Gugliotta. Gugliotta is actually probably how you pronounce it. That's definitely Irish. What mob boss did this girl come out of? About possibly taking on this.
Long story short, she basically told her that if she wanted to take on any other jobs, that if she wanted to keep her position as a dancer, she couldn't take on any other jobs.
On or about July 28th, Miss Rodriguez was officially booked by Lizzo and to perform in music festivals.
Several music festivals. Go ahead.
In August, while filming for WOFTBG, I don't know what the fuck that is. During the show, Miss Williams or whatever, they were introduced to Quigley, one of the judges and the instructors on the show. Quigley was not only vocal about her religious belief, but took every opportunity to proselytize to any and all in presence, regardless of protestations. During the filming of the show, Quigley took particular interest in Ms. Davis and preached to what Quigley believed to be a shared Christian identity. During the filming, Quigley discovered Ms. Davis was a virgin, and Ms. Davis's virginity became a topic of extreme importance to Ms. Quigley. In the months following, Miss Quigley would routinely bring up her virginity in conversations. Quigley even mentioned her virginity in interviews she participated in and later posted it to social media, broadcasting in intensely personal detail about Miss Davis to the world. And Miss Davis never gave Quigley permission to share these details.
So, I mean, but all right. So you're a virgin. See, you want to know what the problem with that right off the bat is?
What?
Is that people look at that like that's a bad thing. That you know, oh, I was embarrassed because they said, what are you embarrassed about? You're a pure woman that didn't just fucking open up your box to any man who wanted to stick his fucking dirty salami in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with that?
I'm with you, bro. Yeah, I'm fucking right with you. Yeah.
You know? So what she's saying is she sees something wrong as being a virgin.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Because it's not like they said you was like they outed you.
But the girl.
Yeah.
Well, you see,
I mentioned I was a virgin and they told people.
Yeah, so? but nah. I disagree with you on that because it doesn't matter what they say about your sex life. Your sex life is your personal stuff that is nobody else's business to broadcast publicly.
She don't have a sex life. She's a virgin.
But it doesn't matter, dude. Either way, it's not anybody else's business to be talking about who you are or aren't fucking.
Shared it. She should have never shared it because guess what happens when you share things with people? Mm-hmm. They tend to share it with other people. True K says, if you don't have even a little anxiety or depression, you're not paying enough attention. I'm stoned. Sorry for the delay. I'm stoned too, man. So don't even worry about it. Yeah.
I'm just glad you're here, Drew.
But I agree. Yeah, we're just glad you're here, Drew. Yeah. Big up to Drew.
Yeah, big fan of the show.
You know, I mean, she's the one who shared it first once again. She shared it first. And I honestly don't, you know, at Brian, I plan to tell everybody about your sex life with your dog.
I just told everybody for the first 30 minutes of the fucking show, dude.
That's right. Stormy, you can't expect others to keep your secrets for you. Exactly. The only way you can keep a secret is if only one person knows it.
Yeah, or the other one's dead.
You said it, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
As part of the competition, contestants were told they would be required to participate in a nude photo shoot. While some contestants were not bothered by this, the prospect of the shoot made others uncomfortable. Miss Davis was distressed by the challenge. She was entirely uncomfortable being photographed nude for anyone with access to Amazon Prime Video to see this. As the challenge was part of the competition, Miss Davis believed poor performance or outright refusal would have resulted in being sent home and no longer being considered for a spot on the team. While Miss Davis did not want to be photographed nude, she dreaded the thought of not earning a spot performing on tour with Lizzo. The dilemma. Hold on, let's finish first. This dilemma caused Mrs. Davis' anxiety to flare, resulting in extreme distress. Miss Davis broke down in tears on set, struggling to choose between a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and putting her body on display against her will. Ultimately, Miss Davis was allowed to participate in the photo shoot, partially clothed in a nude bra and underwear. However, this experience foreshadowed the sexually charged and uncomfortable environment Lizzo's employees would be forced to endure. Now go ahead.
People do for money. What people do for money. Give me a fucking break, okay? It's always going to come down to that. You're always going to have to choose your morals or the fucking money. You were placed in a position where you didn't want to do something, but you still wanted to work with Lizzo. You mean the chick that's trying to make you get naked, that you don't want to do it, and she's forcing you to do it? She ain't even forcing you. She's telling you ain't got to do it, but then you can't be on this team. And you're like, but I really want to be on the team. But you can't have it both ways, baby. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the big boys club. You know what I'm saying? You want to stay, you got to play. Is that different? There's a reason why I'm not blown up. There's a fucking reason. Because when it came time for morals or money, I always chose my morals. And I know there's a bunch of people that wish I didn't, my son included. My son once said to me, if you would have just sold out, Dad, we'd be rich. Yeah, we would, but I don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, and even now when people try to say, oh, the industry, this guy, you got to look, man, I'm already 53. If I didn't do it when I was 23, I'm not going to do it when I'm 53. there comes a point where you have to say to yourself, how far will I go? My man just got on Saturday Night Live. I told him, I hope you have that number of dicks you're willing to suck. Like, do you have the number already in your head? Otherwise, you'll just be sucking dicks all day long. You know what I'm saying? My number is 0. And that's why I'm not blown up. You know the industry you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're getting into. Oh my God, someone told you to do something immoral if you wanted to be on this team. Morals over money. No doubt. You know, it's like I said that time, man. Listen, everybody got a price when you're in it for the money. You know.
Ooh, dog. That's going on a shirt, bro.
King Handle says that's the entertainment industry for you. Glad she didn't end up on the casting couch. Man, they don't need a couch no more. This is freaky 2023, dude. They're doing you on tables, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, you know. King Handle says anything about 30 is excessive. Anything above 30 is excessive. Traveling Runner says he is rich. He has his father in his life.
He's talking about your son, bro.
Oh, yeah, tell him that.
That statement would definitely be true, but it just depends on what father you're talking about.
It depends on who the father is.
Yeah, it depends on who the father is.
That's a jewel right there, G. Listen, every now and then I spit something intelligent out. That's what happens.
Yeah, what is it? You said when you're in it for the money, everyone has a price.
Yeah, I think everyone has a price when you're in it for the money, dog.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and listen, I honestly, off of that, I want to give a big shout out to all of our fans because you guys have been with us continuously. We have the same people come with us week to week, and our show is growing on YouTube, on other platforms. We thank you for that. For real, you know? That's
no
serious,
doubt,
bro.
Man.
I mean,
I'm not laughing
because
what you said. I'm laughing because of what Michelle said. Oh, we could have seen Gary naked. Nah, you couldn't.
You still can.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Look, man, all you got to
do
is
hang... Michelle.
All you have to do is hang out in my house after 11. I always tell people who are in my house, you know, at 10:30, I always tell them, listen, if you're hanging out after 11, I just want you to know you ain't all got to get naked, but I will be.
But you can, but we could hold on. We could also say that you could really just go around the corner, and if the blinds are open, you'll probably catch a glimpse.
Oh yeah, I walk around my apartment naked all the time. You know, King Handle says, Gary and Brian, what's the most embarrassing thing you've done for money?
Probably hang out with you, dog.
What is the most embarrassing thing? I'm not that do shit for money, dude. Where do you live? Where do you live, man? I'm currently living in Philadelphia. Traveling Runner, it's all your fault. Y'all got a good ass show. Thank you.
Dude, I was the same thing.
You guys have been very complimentary today, man. I needed that. To be honest, I needed a date with some kind. If they're lying to me, sometimes we need to be lied to. Okay, women, what I'm talking about. I'm just fucking with y'all, man. All right, but let's get back to it, man. So this chick already showed that she's about the money, and she will, you know.
So watch out for the big girls. Rap filming late 2021. Miss Davis and Miss Williams were being selected to go on tour. In April 2022, in preparation for the tour, they worked with Miss Quigley as she was captain of the dance cast. Miss Quigley continued during this time. Okay. So Miss Quigley continued to preach at everyone in her surroundings, especially about her beliefs regarding Christianity and sexuality. Miss Quigley,
sounds like she was working with my mother.
Yeah. Miss Quigley often made comments deriding people who engaged in premarital sex, knowing that
slut. They'd come in, she'd be like, slut.
Knowing that some members of the dance cast did not share her views, Miss Quigley also had a party trick in which she would simulate oral sex on a banana in front of the rest of the dance cast. These instances were always unprompted. It made plaintiffs uncomfortable.
Well, she would simulate oral sex on a banana?
Hold on. Miss Quigley's sexually inappropriate behavior did not stop at faux fellatio. Despite her staunch beliefs in opposition to premarital sex, she had no problem sharing her masturbatory habits with the dance cast. often stating things to the effect, masturbating is against my religion, but I today I had an oopsie. Miss Quigley's sexually explicit comments were so pervasive that the entire dance team knew about her sexual fantasy of having 10 penises in her face. Similar to Miss Quigley's.
Listen, you.
Hold on. Shh. Similar to Miss Quigley's constant sexual inappropriate comments, Miss Quigley's ministering to plaintiffs was unceasing. Miss Quigley continued to keep tabs on Miss Davis's virginity and made it clear Miss Quigley thought that the only way that one could be a proper Christian was through similar abstinence. Miss Quigley also singled out Miss Rodriguez as a non-believer and made it her mission to preach at Miss Rodriguez. Miss Quigley even told, honestly, I don't believe that anybody with the last name Rodriguez isn't a Christian. You know, I'm just going to put that out there, dog. All right. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Whatever. You take some chances. You win some. You lose some.
Listen,
whatever.
man, you miss 100% of the shots you never take. Go ahead, baby. You still got a good batting record so far. Go ahead.
So I missed Dominguez was on tour when cast members told Miss Lopez and Miss Quigley's intent. Miss Sanchez specifically requested that Miss Quigley refrain from impressing her religious beliefs.
What religious beliefs? She's sucking on bananas. She's with a banana. Oh, get that religious shit out of here.
Miss Quigley
Imagine the pastors, if you went to church, the pastors like, all you out there fornicating, and then he pulled out a banana and was like, out there, he starts shoving it in his ass, going fornicating in the asshole, and then sucking it, and he starts eating the banana. That's a strange way of preaching. The traveling Stormy says 10 dicks. Wow, fantasy. Sounds like a fear to me. I thought all women had that fantasy. But that's probably because I think like a man. I can't believe that. They call that preaching. She was preaching to us. Really? What was she saying? Well, she was saying that she had a fantasy of 10 dicks in her face. Repent.
Dude, that's why I'm saying, dude, I'm wondering. It's interesting that they're saying it's Christianity, when to me it seems like some sort of Hollywood entertainment cult shit that they're preaching, dog. I don't think it's Christianity, dog. I think
Christianity, man.
Huh? No.
Christianity. There's nothing Christian about it. Not one mention of Jesus. Jesus wasn't even one of the dicks in a fantasy. I'm sorry, God. I'm not good at it either. Like, I understand not being good at it, but I don't understand promoting the fact that you're not good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand someone wanting to be.
Well, that's the sinister part about it, you know, and that's the thing that, you know, I'm wondering what's really the deeper, you know, what's gonna come out, you know, after this, you know.
Well, let's see.
Okay. On one occasion while on tour, Miss Quigley and dude, this is only page 9.
Yo. It's gonna be our longest podcast yet, people. Buckle up.
On one occasion while on tour, Miss Quigley interrogated Miss Davis about her religious beliefs while in the dressing room doing their makeup in advance of the show. Miss Quigley began stating her own religious beliefs and asking if Miss Davis if she held the same beliefs. Miss Davis expressed a different belief than Miss Quigley. Miss Quigley became visibly upset, making abundantly clear she expected Miss Davis's total conformity to her dogma. What Quigley was for sure the most extreme in her religious convictions. Her sentiments were also softly echoed by others in supervisory roles at BGBT. Before rehearsals and performances, the dance team would pray together. While it was not an official requirement for the team members to participate, it became clear that the engagement was compulsory. The responsibility to lead the group in prayer rotated across the dancers. When it was Miss Rodriguez's turn, she politely but clearly made it known she did not want to lead the prayer. Despite Mrs. Rodriguez declining every time she was asked, Quigley would continue to pressure her. Miss Rodriguez to participate, she felt judged, yada, yada, yada. She felt that she overstepped and took her concerns to assistant choreographer, Miss Charlotte. Miss Charlotte showed some empathy, but suggested Rodriguez take her complaints to Quigley herself, who wholly useless tactic as raising concerns has never been productive. Another occasion while on tour, Miss Williams accidentally brushed up against one of the tour bus drivers, saying,
"Oopsie."
The driver responded by saying, "You can back up on me again," implying that Miss Williams' accidental touch gave him sexual gratification. A different driver is known for playing sexually explicit songs on the tour bus.
Ooh, probably Lizzo's songs.
Yeah, bro. Like what? I mean, dude, what was like Lizzo's big song?
I don't know. She got a couple of them. You know, she's that bad bitch.
Never did anything to protect the dancers. As the domestic leg of the tour came to a close, problems became more abundant. With the last domestic show being played in November and the European tour not scheduled until February, plaintiffs began looking for other work as they only got paid while they were on tour. BG, they preferred. Plaintiffs did not take on additional gigs and even instructed plaintiffs' agents to place them on a soft hold, meaning plaintiffs would not be paid during the break, but should not be taking on jobs either. So they're basically holding them hostage. That's probably where the false imprisonment claim comes in, you know? Right.
That's
due
a stretch.
Due to BGBT, soft prohibition on plaintiffs and their team members taking on other jobs, they became wholly financially dependent on the income they received for their performances. The dancers then learned that the musicians and other members were on retainer, in which they were paid a portion of their tour rate while on break in exchange for not taking other jobs. Plaintiffs and other team members started discussing among themselves how they would negotiate for a retainer of their own. Oh, okay. So
right. They wanted some money. You don't want me to work, you got to pay me something.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes sense. Sure.
Yeah.
You know, that's
legit. If you're gonna say I can't do my time for this, then you need to compensate me for that time.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And they only got 2 weeks notice.
To say they were booked.
Right. So they get to London. Plaintiffs performed in Lizzo's show in Amsterdam. This is probably
it gets good. All right.
Yeah.
Amsterdam. All right.
So this is the story about Lizzo, the bananas, and the strip club
dildos
in Amsterdam.
Let's get into it. Amsterdam.
After the show, Lizzo invited the dancers out with her on the town. These invitations were not unusual, and attendance was not mandatory, but it was well known that the members were expected to endear themselves to Lizzo. And honestly, dude, I mean, that's expected in the entertainment industry. Everybody that I know that goes on tour, whether they're comedians, musicians, or whoever, usually you get brought along on tour because you're a good hang, and they want you to be around, right? More or less, that's kind of like part of the deal.
That's part of the deal. People don't want to go on tour with people they don't like to hang out with.
Right. And that's when you're out, you want to hang.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not a big drinker, but when I go on tour with Terry, I know that at 10 o'clock in the morning, we'll be drinking bourbon by the pool before breakfast, you know, and then they wonder why they fucking stop at every rest stop to shit their brains out. Yeah. I mean, it's part of the hang. I don't drink that much, but when I'm with him, I know I'm drinking bourbon the whole time. The whole fucking time. The whole fucking time, yo.
Lizzo often mentioned that she had eyes and ears everywhere and only wanted good people with good energy around her. Those who attended after-party events Lizzo planned were often favored, selected to perform with Lizzo at shows outside of her regularly scheduled tour dates, or were likely considered to enjoy greater job security by not attending dancers, not only risk losing out on being selected for additional shows and therefore additional income, but also risk being ostracized from the group. I also want to go out on a note here saying this, that a lot of businesses operate like this. They want you to be a part of the team. And if you're not on part of the team, you can get the fuck out, you know? And a lot of people operate fucking like this, you know?
I mean, it also comes down
to... case in point to, you know, some people we know, mutual people we know.
But here's the thing. In Lizzo's defense, you know, because I'm the person that doesn't like to hang out, really. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the shout out. Y'all live, y'all live is the shit. And this is a hilarious breakdown of the Lizzo story. Thank you, man. True, thank you. Like I said, I'm appreciating you guys so much today, man. I needed the uplifting fucking messages. But in Lizzo's defense on this one, dude, it's not even a thing of you risk not getting extra gigs. It's a thing of the people in her face are going to be the ones she thinks of first. So if she's hanging out and there's an opportunity that she's looking to give somebody, and the people are hanging out with her that night and they're drinking and they're hanging out and she's hitting it off with you, you're going to be the one that she gives it to.
Right.
It's not even a thing of like, oh, if you don't come, you're not going to get the opportunities. Unless you're so fucking good that you stand out above all the other dancers, that she's going to remember you and go, this is who I want to give it to, then guess what? You got to go out. That's working. That's what that's the problem that a lot of like when you're in a relationship as a comedian, you're in a relationship as a comedian and your significant other, goes to work with you one day and you do a 15-minute set and then you're hanging out for 5 more hours in the front of the club or going to other clubs and they're like, all you do is hang out. No, that's work. That's part of the work. That's called networking. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to get it sitting on your couch. You're not going to change the world by sitting on your couch. The world isn't going to come to you. Right. You got to get out there and get in the game. So if you're on tour and you're deciding, oh, I want to go back to my hotel, I don't want to hang out, that's fine. You can do that. But you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. So in Lizzo's defense, that shit right there is bullshit. Because you can't sit there and say, oh, it's because you didn't go out. No, it's because I didn't see you. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And the squeakiest wheel gets the grease. That's how it goes. King Handel says, yes, team outings aren't really voluntary, no matter what they say.
Yeah, they're not.
No, I mean,
they're not, dude. They're not because your boss takes that shit into consideration. And then the boss, the corporate culture stuff,
But to an extent, like I said, there is that. But then there's also the thing of, there's opportunities waiting. You're not going to get them. Like when I worked, I never went to the holiday parties till they became mandatory. Nah, man, fuck that. I went home. You know what I'm saying? I work with these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I work with them. We not friends, man. We work friends.
Yeah.
I had some friends from work, but then again, did I? Because the reality is I haven't spoken to any of them since then. The only one I spoke to was my ex-boss. I actually spoke to him the other day. Big up to you, Sonny. One of the best bosses to ever fucking come along. I'm actually probably going to see him next week. But I mean, the truth of the matter is that's just how it goes. When you're seen and you're in the mix, then those are going to be the people that are going to get the better opportunities. It's just that simple. Stormy says you have to build and network to be successful, so you don't have to suck dick. Unfortunately, in that business, a lot of the people that you're networking with are going to be the ones who want their dick sucked. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of the game too, which is why I am not more successful. You could get far on your own, especially nowadays, but you better be ready to deal with being content, And I said this, I think, on our first episode. I'm content with nothing. I'm content with nothing. Right now, I am broke. I'm not poor, but I'm broke right now till next week. I don't care. I'm not upset. I'm chilling. I'm still that dude. You know what I'm saying? I'll be living off the tips this week, but that's okay. Dude, you
got to do what you got to do, dog.
Because what happens is, man, if you can't find contentment in anything, then when you get Sean Xstat.
Yeah, Sean.
Sean, what's up, baby? I knew that name, man. Welcome to the show without being on it, my brother. I appreciate you being here. It's like, I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. I lost my fucking train of thought.
The train?
I missed the train. All right, let's get back to what we were talking about, man. Let's go. Let's break it down, man. Come on. We ain't got all fucking day.
We do have all day.
True.
And now I fucking lost. Where the fuck did it go? Here it is. Here, you take over reading. You take over.
Yes, Sean. Sean says you're broke. Yes, I am broke, but that's all right, man. I'm not poor, just broke. That happens every now and then. I partied too hard this weekend. I did a couple of things. I went to the pig races, so I spent some money.
The pig races?
Yeah, the shit was dope, son. Pig races is the shit. This shit is so adorable, man. They were jumping in the water and shit. Once they hit that water, everything levels out, and then they start. Yeah, it's crazy. I lost every time though. But anyway, go ahead. After the show, after party events, Lindo planned were enforced. By not attending,
here you go.
they also risk
those
being
who attended
ostracized.
after party were planned favorite outside of shows. Yeah, ostracized, blah, blah, blah.
But that's what happens. If I'm hanging with you, I'm going to become closer with you.
Right.
That's just how it happens, people.
So then this particular evening, Lizzo sent out the invite through her close friend and member of the dance crew, Shawanta, last name unknown.
First name unknown, too. We're just guessing on the first name.
Miss Davis and Miss Rodriguez were out celebrating the birthday of one of the supporting vocal performers on tour when they received the invitation. Chewbacca hurried the dancers.
Nah. Let's at least try.
Shanta. Yeah, that's probably it.
I don't want to disrespect them like that. Even though, your parents didn't like you much with that name. But go ahead.
Including plain. Okay, Gary. Including plaintiffs to accept or decline. Feeling their absences would be noticed and taken personally by their employer, plaintiffs accepted before learning what Lizzo had in store for them. As it turns out, Lizzo...
Yeah, she had it in store for them. Just for them. Oh, they're coming tonight. Get your dildos ready, ladies. Fuck out of here. First of all, the whole beginning part of this to me is just ridiculous because it's just like, and like I said, I'm not pro Lizzo or whatever, although I do think she's entertaining. I ain't gonna lie, I think she's satanic, but I also think she's entertaining. The devil usually is. But so far, all this shit right here is just bullshit. Oh, they'll take notice I wasn't there. No. What's going to happen is they're not going to notice you're not there, and they're not going to notice you when you are there. They're going to get closer with the people who are there.
Mm-hmm. Always, dude. Yeah, it's just how it goes.
And she didn't have that in store for you. She had that in store for her because this is what she does. So go ahead. I talked that shit before we know she's working with the CIA, like fucking grooming these bitches. Go ahead.
As it turns out, no, dude, I think she's just a deviant, bro. Yeah, she's had planned a night out in Amsterdam's notorious red light district, known for its abundance of sex theaters, sex shops, clubs, and bars where nudity is on full display.
Shout out!
Red light district. The main event of the night was at a club called Bananen Bar, where patrons are allowed to interact with completely nude performers. By the way, everyone who is a part of the Rated G company, this is where we'll be having our Christmas party this year. So anybody who wants to join the squad, we don't pay anything, and we're going to encourage you to fornicate with the dancers. Okay.
And bananas.
Banana bar. When plaintiffs expressed misgivings about the plans, Shanta stated that it was too late to back out because she had already sent Lizzo the head count. Again, feeling the pressure and job security, the plaintiffs reluctantly went. While at Banana Bar, things got quickly out of hand as Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the breast of one of the nude women performing at the club.
She got it easy. All the other ones were
eating bananas. Hold on. Lizzo began leading a chant goading Miss Davis. Miss Davis said 3 times loud enough to hear, "I'm good," expressing her desire not to touch the performer. The chant grew louder and more strident, demanding a visibly uncomfortable Miss Davis to engage with the performer.
What was the chant?
I know. Hopefully we're going to get to that, right?
Inquiring minds want to know.
I'd rather...
No, you got to go back. Stormy has a comment before that. Morals over money again. I wouldn't want fans or a following that forget you when they are being sucked off by someone new. You know better about the biz than I do. No, what I'm saying is that if you're never going out, you know what I'm saying, then you're not even getting forgotten. It's just a natural thing. You know what I'm saying? Unless, of course, what you do at work stands out so much that you can't be forgotten. But you're a backup dancer. You're doing the same moves that everyone else is doing. So really, you're not going to stand out that much. And the way the people are going to make those differences is by hanging out with the boss.
No, yeah, dude. 100%.
That's just, that's not like it's mandatory. It's just like the ones who do, and especially if you hit it off with the boss, you're going to be friends with them, and that's going to be the person you go to. That's just the natural way, you know. And the traveling runner says, should we bring raincoats? Of course you should bring raincoats. It's called the banana bar. So let's go. They're shooting dildos out their vagina.
The chant grew louder, louder and louder and more strident. She said, I'd rather not, because I'm cool here in the corner. Finally, course became overwhelming, and a more mortified Miss Davis acquiesced in an attempt to bring an end to the chants. After Miss Davis briefly touched the breast, the group burst into laughter. Miss Davis laughed uncomfortably along. BGT management in attendance, as well as Lizzo's security team, asked Miss Davis if she was okay, and she said kind of to one request and no to the other. In addition to the pressure of Miss Davis interacting with the performer, plaintiffs and all in attendance were unable to avoid witnessing Lizzo's incredible public displays of sexual affection with her boyfriend. At one point, the couple exorbitantly took Shantan, two members of the band, with Lizzo on tour to a back room before returning sometime later to probably engage in some sort of humiliation ritual or group sex.
Lizzo was sitting that ass on some faces. I feel like she laid them all down next to each other and just squatted over them and then rubbed.
No, dude. No, dude. There was no suffocation or anything involved in any of these cases.
Well, I mean, who says she? What are you trying to say? They would have suffocated?
Upon return to the main club, an out of breath Lizzo began to pressure a member of the security team to participate in the debauchery. Lizzo badgered the security guard to get on the club stage until he submitted to the demands. When he got on stage, his pants were pulled down, exposing his buttocks. Lizzo began yelling to take it off, while a club performer hit the security guard with whips. Plaintiffs were aghast with how little regard Lizzo showed for the bodily autonomy of her employees, especially in the presence of the many people who she employed. On or about March 5th, 2023, after performing in Paris, Lizzo again invited the dancers out. She said they're going to...
Well, before we move on to the next one, man, I don't know. That sounds like a party. You know, see what happens when a boss tries to show a good time to their employees. Sean says Brian's silence says it. And Stormy says Brian's facial expression. Yeah. All right, so let's move on from that party. You know, I mean, that's some shit. Imagine being security for Lizzo, and the next thing you know, you're on a fucking stage and they're pulling down your pants, whipping you with Lizzo chanting. Lizzo was out of breath. I wonder what her boyfriend looked like.
No, the out of breath. I said.
Oh,
that was me. That was sensation. That was adding some narrative. That's called creative control over the story.
Yeah, dude, I bought that so easy. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. She came back out of breath. Of course, she's out of breath. Doesn't matter if she's receiving a taken. She's gonna be out of breath.
On or about March 5th, after performing in Paris, France, Lizzo again invited the dancers out, and she told them they were going to Crazy Horse, also a moniker for heroin, a place where there would be live dancers performing, and they would be able to learn something or be inspired by others. What Lizzo failed to mention is it was a nude cabaret bar. Not until the curtain opened and new dancers began to dance on stage did the plaintiffs know what they were in store for.
I call bullshit.
Not only were the plaintiffs under the same pressure to go out as before, but this time, the fact that they would be attending a nude show was hidden for them, making them surprised when the curtain was drawn. While the show at the Crazy Horse was artful and nowhere near uncomfortable as their outing at the Banana Bar, plaintiffs were shocked that Lizzo would conceal the nature.
Now, here's the thing. Did she conceal it, or was her attitude, by now you should know where you're going? You know what I'm saying? You just went to a party. All right? Like, me and you, we hanging out. We meet some producer. He brings us to a party. We go to the party, and now they got you eating bananas out of somebody's ass, right? Because you know I'm not doing it, but that's what you're here for, to try to get us a little further in this endeavor, right? So, and then like the next day they invite us to another party. What kind of a party do me and you think it's gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm
at that point. We don't even ask, should we bring the raincoats? We just grab the raincoats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You grab the raincoats though. Can
you imagine the sheer amount of food backstage? I'd love to be security. Yeah, there's probably a lot of good food, man. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
dude, that catering company's got a contract, boy.
I'm thinking like whole pigs with apples in their mouths, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole fucking goat, you know? And then I'm thinking a bunch of live people naked with like shit all around them, you know, sushi and shit on their nipples. Yeah, that's what it's like backstage there, man. Definitely a lot of food. Try the sushi.
On or about March 9th, the team submitted their request to BGP, BT, and Lizzo for 50% of their tour rate, so they would get paid on their break. On or about March 16th, the last show of the European leg, the special tour, was played. Before the show, accountant Ashley Joshi sent an email responding to the dancers' retainer request. In the email, she offered them 25% of the tour rate, exactly half of what they wanted. Took the opportunity to scold the dancers for unacceptable and disrespectful behavior on tour, deciding that it was a cause for termination. Nowhere in the email did Ms. Joshi explain what they thought was unacceptable behavior.
Well, you know, they had to force her to touch the tit and she wasn't eating the bananas. They want a healthy fucking, you know, bunch of dancers. You got to get your nutrients.
Yeah, then it says
potassium.
Only the dance cast, comprised of full-figured women of color, were ever spoken to this manner, giving the plaintiffs the impression that these comments were charged with racial and fat-phobic animus. Animus? The email marked the beginning. Yeah, this is what Mr. Boots got yesterday. The email marked the beginning of a strained relationship between the dancers and management.
Well, Lizzo, good luck. I got you on the first half, man. You know what I'm saying? And I got you even on the second party. Because after the first party, you knew what you were going into. I think that's stupid. Like to go to a party where people eating bananas out of choaches and then be surprised that there's naked people at the second party. Come on. Come on. This is why they don't have parties at, you know, and that's why you don't have office parties anymore. There's no liquor at your office parties.
Right.
All right. Because of people like this, you know, I stopped inviting people from my job. Like even the friends that I did have, I stopped inviting them to my house because I found out during one of the meetings where they were talking about sexual harassment and shit. I found out that like if you're having a party and you invite a worker from your party to your house and you're having a party, and then let's say like one of your friends tries to kick it to them and they feel uncomfortable, that goes back to you for sexual harassment. They can go back to work on Monday and have beef with you because they went to your party and one of your friends made them feel uncomfortable, or you got drunk in your own house and said some crazy shit that they got offended with. They can go and you know, bring that up at work the next day to HR. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah. And I said, okay, none of you officially are ever invited to my house because I already know there's something offensive that's going to go on.
Oh, yeah.
Especially after 11 o'clock. You know, Sean says she was on the mandolin. Oh, yeah, the mandolin this past season.
Mandalorian is what he meant.
Yeah. And that's Disney owned. Guess she won't be back. Oh, no, she will be back. Of course she will. Sean, do you think that this hurts her? She's doing exactly what they want her to do. You know what I'm saying? That debauchery shit is 100% what they're all about, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's going to be all right. Mark my words. She's going to be all right after this, man, because she did nothing wrong. This is what society is supposed to be now. Anything goes, everything goes. And if you're not down with it, then you got to go.
Yep.
Ooh, man, see what happens when I get a lot of compliments, man? Mm-hmm. I start saying some real shit, you know? Speaking of being offended, man, yesterday.
You got offended?
Yesterday I did a show. I mean, I thought I had a great set. And this dude comes up to me after the show. I can't remember his name. Cool dude, long hair, and he was airborne. He was in the airborne something, you know, infantry dude, right?
Okay. Yeah, soldier.
And yeah, and he came up to me and he's like, "Yo, I loved 98% of what you said, but could you not talk about the COVID next time?" And I said, "Well, you know, when they stop talking about it, I'll stop talking about it." You know what I'm saying? And he goes, well, you know, it's just when you did that breathing thing.
What
He
breathing
said,
thing? You do something like that?
I got the joke where I say, you know, get that oxygen in you. And I'm like, you know,
You're
and I
still
said,
you're still doing that?
and I said, you know, I used to hate close talkers. Now I like close talkers. They come up to me, they're like, hey, what are you doing? You want to go and And I said, then I just be like, you know, because I was saying, you know, we're raw dogging each other's oxygen, and now breathing without a mask feels dirty, you know. And he said that when I did the breathing thing, just not even the joke, just a, he said that he buried 14,000 people in New York and had to zip them into body bags. And that's the sound that they make when it's their last breath. And then he says to me, you know, you wouldn't know anything about that. And I said, well, actually, my stepfather took his last breath in my arms. So yeah, I know a little bit about death. Not on the level you do. I never zipped 14,000 people up in a body bag. But yeah, my steppops died in my arms, and I watched my cousin. I know about death. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know, I didn't mean to offend you in any way. You know, I wasn't even talking about death. In fact, I was talking about the opposite. I was talking about life, if you really want to, you know, be specific. But I said to him, but I respect the way you feel. And I'm sorry that I gave you a little bit of a flashback, you know? And he said, but you don't understand. I buried 14,000 people, which I'm kind of thinking that number, what is it? Once you hit 14,000, you don't do it no more. That's the number you got to hit. I'm pretty sure it's a very solid number. But either way,
Dude, I don't even know. He from New York City?
he said he was from Jersey and from New York City, 14,000 people. He said he had to put them in the back of trucks and this and that. And I said to him, I said, listen, out of respect, because I do respect the way you feel, right? I said, I'm not going to debate you on it. You know, I'm just going to let you tell me how you feel, and I'll keep it moving, you know. Dude was full of shit. Well, I mean, here's the thing. He could be rounding up the number. And I was looking in his eyes, and he definitely was a dude who saw some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. The eyes don't lie. But, you know, I wanted to say, yeah, you buried 14,000 people. 80% of them didn't die from COVID. 80% of them died from something else. And they said it was COVID. And you fucking put them in the back and got rid of the evidence is what you did. You know what I'm saying? That's what you did. You got rid of the evidence. But I didn't get into that. I just you know, accepted the fact that, you know, I brought about a bad feeling. And he was like, listen, I love 98% of it. But next time they'll talk about COVID. And I said, all right, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, he goes, I know you're trying to be edgy, and I know you're trying to push the boundaries. And I said, well, honestly, I'm not. Even on this show, I'm not trying to be edgy. I'm not trying to push the boundaries. This is just how I feel. That's all it is. And I thought we lived in a country where we were allowed to express the way we feel. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all it is. And I told him, I'm not pushing no boundaries. I said, in fact, everything I talk about on stage, if we talk about it off stage, you'll see that I'm the exact same person on and off stage. Not exact, but pretty much the same person on and off stage. You know, when I go on stage, I pump it up a little more. You know, I probably don't move as much when I talk as I do when I'm on stage.
Well, I mean, it's a performance. It's a performance. Yeah. You know,
yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're
but
up
other
there
than that,
entertaining.
But other than that, I'm the same on and off stage. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be surprised seeing me do shit off stage because I talk about what I do on stage. And everything that I joke about comes from tears. I joke about, you know, we spoke about this yesterday. I joke about my divorce. On this podcast, I have openly said that my divorce is one of my biggest regrets in my life and that I see myself as a failure for having gone through a divorce. But yet on stage, I joke about it. You know, I joke about my son being disrespectful to me. That shit breaks my fucking heart. But yet on stage, I joke about it. And you know why? Because I'm hoping that other people going through the same shit that I'm going through can sit there and laugh about it. Because what's the other fucking option? The other option is you sit there, what? Sulk and cry and woe is me. Life's going to happen whether we joke about it or don't. I prefer laughter over tears. I'm sorry. You know, and I do them both. Go fuck yourself. But I respect the way you feel.
So, I mean, that kind of, I mean, dude, I kind of want to get back into, you know, because there's been some other news with the virus that has come out in the past couple of days, or past, you know, week. So, it's no longer a question that the that the virus leaked from China's Wuhan Institute of Virology lab. What's more, this week, this is from the New York Post, Matt Taibbi and Alex Gutentag, and I broke the explosive story that the first 3 people sickened by the virus were the scientists experimenting with the SARS-like coronaviruses. Sources within the U.S. government say that 3 of the earliest people to become infected with it were Ben Hu, Yu Ping, and Yan Zhu, all members of the Wuhan lab. These are the first people who tested positive for it and were at that lab.
Yep.
And we also had videos taken down from, right? When the source was asked how certain they were that these were the identities of the 3 scientists developed symptoms consistent with COVID-19 in the fall of 2019, we were told 100%. Now it's up to Congress to demand more answers. How did they know? Why did they keep a secret? You know, whatever.
Why did they keep a secret? I wonder.
So
I fucking wonder.
Where did that go?
We got some comments real quick. Michelle says, party at G's house, clothes optional. Yeah, the G spot, baby. King Handle says, Gary, dude was full of shit. We read that. And Sean says, bullet holes. That's just pre-existing conditions, dog.
Yeah. So now this is from a senator, Doc Marshall, U.S. senator, or well, he's not a senator. Yeah, I guess he is a senator now, from Kansas. So there's a Wall Street Journal article which I want to read, but I can't get the full access because we don't pay for it. So this guy highlights it, right? So Ben Hu, a scientist at the Wuhan Institute of Virology who had done extensive laboratory research on how coronaviruses infect humans, was identified in U.S. intelligence reports as one of the researchers who became ill in November of 2019, right? American officials said that they were consistent with either COVID-19 or a seasonal illness, right? The U.S. intelligence community is planning to declassify more information regarding its search for COVID's origins as soon as this week under law passed and signed by Biden in March. Who is noteworthy, current and former officials say, because of his role central in coronavirus research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Further, some of the projects that he worked on were funded by U.S. government grants, according to documents acquired through the Freedom of Information Act by the White Coat Waste Project, a nonprofit that opposes taxpayer-funded research on animals. Who is a leading researcher on coronaviruses and worked closely.
How am I supposed to know? Oh, that's his name. Who? I thought you were asking a question.
Zengli, the leading expert on bat coronaviruses at the Wuhan, low-hanging fruit, Gary, Wuhan Institute of Virology, much of whose research focused on modifying coronaviruses that would bind to human cells. The GAO, the Government Accountability Office, noted in a report last week that some of the research at the Wuhan Institute was funded by the U.S. Agency for International Development and the NIH between 2014 and 2019. About 1.4 million was dispersed for groups, blah, 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 blah. And dude, I just want to say, bro, this is
denied that shit. And Fauci denied that.
Correct. Yes. And this is what me and you have been saying from the beginning, dude, is that what happens is that all of these grants that universities get, that research institutions get, that pharmaceutical companies get to perform research are government-funded research that comes from where? The taxpayer, right? Because let me just lay this out for everyone here. The American government doesn't have any source of revenue, right? Their source of revenue is this: the personal taxpayer base, corporate tax, and exporting some shit like oil and other like tariffs and stuff like that.
Well, they also make other money with like government shirts and merch and shit like that. And
and then
they make some money.
And then we loan credit out to people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other countries. Yeah. Correct. But the main source of Mama, what's up, girl? The main source of revenue is taxes. Is tax money, right?
Yeah.
And then what they do is they take these 3-letter systems and they have the appropriations committee, right? Which is how they decide how to fund the money. And there's layers and layers and layers to these appropriations committees. And then, you know, the money just gets distributed to where, dude, it's impossible to fucking track, dog. It's just shell company after shell company after shell company after shell company. That's basically, you know, what it is. I mean, this is what people who launder money do.
Yeah.
Is they make the money go through so many channels before it gets to the end spot that it's impossible to fucking trace.
Not that impossible. They managed to trace it all back to the Bidens. Oh! That's what you would put there. You put all those... Oh! right? Sean says Fauci was the money backer. Yes, he was, man. There's actually an interesting documentary on the Daily Wire on Fauci. And it's very fucking interesting. It talks about like his whole career and how he's fucked up everything he's ever fucking been a part of, you know, which is so amazing that that everybody just did what this idiot said. And it's amazing how like he says he didn't say it. And they show him video of him saying it. And he's like, I didn't say that. And people accept that. Interesting. I find that to be interesting, you know. What are you bugging out on over there, Brian?
Dude, because this, I'm remembering stuff that we talked about in the past, right? And I remember us talking about the gain of function research, right? And gain of function research is understanding how viruses work by making them more potent to figuring out how to protect them, to protect people against the viruses, right? Mm-hmm. Now, gain of function research has been contentious among a lot of presidents, and I believe it was Obama that like reinstituted this shit. And Fauci and them were, they were throwing money all over the place. But dude, it's like, I'm looking at the Washington Post and it's like, dude, they have these fucking fact-checked websites that are the most, dude, I'm just fucking, I really am getting sick of all this shit, bro.
Dude, we're living in 1984.
Dude, I'm getting really disgusted, bro. And it's getting bad. It's getting fucking bad. There's fentanyl that my dog can fucking sniff on the street. You got cocksuckers fucking lying to us, and then what you have is you have people.
And you're in San Francisco, so you got cocksuckers out there
who will label me and you as conspiracy theorists, right?
Yes,
will label us as conspiracy theorists.
Yes,
and then you ask them, what do you think happened to JFK? I'm like, well, the government.
A bird flew into his forehead.
Yeah. I'm like, well, do you think it was Lee Harvey Oswald? I'm like, oh no, the government had something to do with it. So how dare you believe in the government can cover that up? Operation Northwoods, which was a false flag agent provocateur act that they brought to JFK and said, hey, listen, this is how we're going to start shit with Cuba. We're going to take a plane. We're going to put CIA agents and FBI agents in it and have fake last names and fake a fucking crash over Cuba to say they shot it down, actually land the plane and use that as a false pretense to invade Cuba. That's a fact, dude. Declassified that went down. JFK wasn't fucking into it, so they whacked him, and his brother fucking Bobby was into it, and then they ended up whacking him. Right?
Yeah.
And there's people who will call us conspiracy theorists, but believe, and like, dude, that's out there. It's public fucking knowledge.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting how they pit us. They fucking pit us against each other, dude. It's gross.
I don't understand people who totally trust the government. I don't understand them. But you know what, man? It's a lot of, like I was thinking the other day because I was watching this thing with Mel Gibson, and I still can't understand why they keep saying he's the one who put out the movie. He's not the one who put out that movie. But either way, I watched the thing with Mel Gibson and he's on some talk show talking about, trying to drop science about what's going on in Hollywood and shit like that, right? And I sit there and go, well, dude, if you didn't look so fucking crazy nowadays, because if you look at him now, he's got the big beard and he's got the mustache that's twirling and he just looks a little off, dude, like a crazy old man. And I'm like, I think people would listen to you a little more if you shaved off that ridiculous beard and that big ass mustache and showed up in a suit like the way we remember fucking Mel Gibson to look. Show up looking like Mel fucking Gibson instead of showing up looking like a fucking crazy man with a big ass beard. And I think people might take you a little more seriously. Sometimes there's a thing of conspiracy theorists, and I don't consider myself to be a conspiracy theorist, to be honest. I consider myself to be a conspiracy enthusiast, right? I don't come up with them. I just read them and see what the fuck, it is. I get into them. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're right or wrong, I just get into them. But I'm losing my fucking thought a lot today, man.
Dude, I was watching Joe.
Oh, if they showed up looking a little more, like they weren't nuts. Because even when you watch like these videos, you'll be sitting there watching these videos and you're like, wow, this sounds fucking deep. And then they'll show some crazy shit or do some dumb shit, or the person speaking will show up and he looks like he should be wearing a tinfoil hat. Even what's his name that you just sent me the video of
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. He's been right more than he's been wrong.
Dude, and
the problem is
hold on.
presentation.
Yeah, I know. So that's the problem. And it was funny because I was listening to a part of his show, dude, and he was saying how that hold on.
Does anybody understand what I'm saying? We got some comments, man. Sean says it was AI that said it. And Drew K says, get him, pandemic. Yeah, they're planning another one now, too. Biden just came out.
Yeah, I saw that. But no, dude, like, so, like, I lost my train of thought now. So Jones. So I was watching, dude, and it was very eerie. I was watching Alex Jones on Joe Rogan, episode 1255, which is not available on Spotify, and it is shadow banned on YouTube search. You have to Google it, and then you'll find the YouTube link. Right? Okay. So I'm watching the episode, and the episode was in 2019, and he talks about vaccines and talks about how there are good vaccines and that they help, but the government hijacks them like they do with cell phones, right? Like a cell phone is a good tool and it's very useful, but it also has a microphone and a camera that's attached to the internet. And if anything is attached to the internet, anybody can access it.
And we also give permission for them to go into our phones with every single thing that we download.
And you have the ability to access it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's saying this, dude, and I'm watching it, dude, and it's eerie as fuck to watch them pre-2020 talking about this stuff, you know? And it's like, dude, it's shocking. And then he goes into it, dude, and you can tell, and he started talking about the Sandy Hook thing. And I understand what happened to him, dude, is he got down this fucking rabbit hole, and he's just been seeing years and years and years of these things that are true and stuff that the government has put out and has admitted to. And then he saw some shit like this, dude, and he fucking ran with it. And it was fucked up, you know? It was fucked up.
It's all fucked up. It's all fucked up, dog. You know? But if it wasn't, what would we talk about? I just sent you that thing, man. I know you saw it and I saw it, but let's let our listeners see what we're talking about, man. Yeah, man, don't be fooled, man. They gave us the summer, which if you notice, they always give us the summer. And there's a reason they give us the summer, because they know that the heat alone got people antsy. You know what I'm saying? And once again, they got to make their summer money. But they know they can't lock people down during the summer because, you know, if they fuck with us during the summer, we're already antsy. Like 50 Cent said, it's hot out this bitch. That's a good enough reason. You know what I'm saying? So they don't fuck around the summer. What they do is they try to get us prepared for shit in the summer, like we were talking about now with the fucking weather shit, fucking, you know, showing air quality. Everyone's worried about air quality now. Air quality has always gone up and down. Air quality has always been fucked up and better and worse and better and worse. We just didn't give a fuck about it. Now they got us giving a fuck about it as if fucking we're all gonna die. And I talk to people who actually believe that we're all gonna die because of the weather. You know how many people are dying because of the heat? Yeah, every year people die because of the heat. Old people die because of the heat. Homeless people die because of the heat. Stupid people who don't fucking drink water while they're out there and they're running or doing stupid shit die because of the heat. It happens all the fucking time. This isn't new. Fucking morons.
All right, so here's a clip. The good old misdirection, it always works.
Yes, it does. Yeah, this is the clip, people, right here. I said this shit months ago. People said you're bugging. Here it is from the horse's fucking mouth.
Well, we'll get through at least this year. We do need more money, but we don't just need more money for vaccines for children eventually. We need more money to plan for the second pandemic. There's going to be a pandemic. We have to head.
From Congress.
We'll
right from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, dude, I like
Now he didn't say in case there's another pandemic. We need to prepare in case there's no. He said we need to prepare for the next pandemic. He said there's gonna be another pandemic. See, people say these shit straight up, and it's like people they hear it but they don't listen. You know, like when you talk about New World Order, you bring up New World Order, and people go, "Oh, that's conspiracy shit." Really? I could show you 1,000 fucking things of president saying New World Order. I could show you where it started with fucking Bush coming out and saying there's going to be a New World Order. All the Bushes talked about it. Obama talked about it. Everyone talks about it. You know what I'm saying? But nobody hears it. We bring it up and we're conspiracy theorists. No, the New World Order is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? King Handel says this next election is going to be bonkers. Yes, it is. Now, whether or not it's going to be a true election or whether or not, we're going to make it to election. Whether or not we're going to make it to election. Think about it, man. They just indicted, they just indicted Trump again, right? And everyone laughs at it because we all know it's trumped up charges. Ooh, no pun intended. But the fact of the matter is they indicted him. And on this one, this motherfucker looking at life. You know what I'm saying? And people go, well, they're not gonna put him in jail. They can't.
Can you go outside?
It's already.
Sorry. He's just acting a little weird. My bad. I think he's got to go out. Right. Oh, no. There's a fire alarm going off outside. That's what he's scared about.
That's what he's scared about. Yeah. Pussy.
Right. Whoa.
You know what, man? I get it, man. He's a little jumpy. He just got his ass rammed. So I'll give it to him. Yeah, but like, let's say they do fucking, I don't know, man. I think there's a good chance. I'm not saying it's going to happen. There's a lot of things that could happen. One, Biden got to make it to the election for him to run. He has to make it there. It's not necessarily, a fact that he's going to make it there.
Dog, he's old as dirt, bro.
He's already in the less than 1%. So there's no guarantee that he's even going to make it to the next election. I'm sure they're all hoping he doesn't make it to the next election. So I'm sure they already got somebody in mind.
Right.
So let's see if he makes it. Let's see if Kennedy makes it. I wouldn't be surprised if they pop him on national television. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but let's see if he makes it. Let's see if, because I think there's another indictment coming down on Trump too. Let's see if we actually make it to the elections without complete and utter chaos just taking over.
I want to play this clip from Alex Jones and Rogan.
But it's definitely going to be interesting. It's going to be, as you say, bonkers. I agree. His presentation.
Transhuman endgame, we covered that. Multi-layered binary weapon delivery systems, that's one we haven't had. Oh, what's that? Well, we'll get into some of that. The thing is 5G behavioral modifications, we hit that. Trojan horse delivery system, cell phones, vaccines. GMOs have been tested and designed to hurt you. Again, vaccines are real. You can give somebody something that gives them the cure to another disease that they would get, but they're jacking it like a cell phone. They're adding stuff.
Yep. They're adding stuff. They're doing the same thing to the gospel. The traveling runner says the debate should be hilarious. Oh, my God. Like, I've never looked forward in my life to an election. Never. I never cared. I am looking so forward to these next elections. Everything about them. The preliminary ones. What is that called?
Primaries.
The primaries. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the elections, man. It's gonna be hilarious. Saturday Night Live is gonna become good again.
I don't know about that.
No, remember they were good when there's things that get good. Like when Trump was running against Hillary, they were good. I'm sorry, what's his name did a really good Trump. Alec Baldwin. Yeah, and not for nothing. I remember one night
I can do a really good Dick Cheney too.
I remember one night I woke up, dude, and I had my TV on. I don't know. You're disrupting the story. I had my TV on, and Saturday Night Live was on, and they were doing a sketch of the debates. I didn't realize it was Saturday Night Live. It took me maybe because I just woke up, my eyes were a little blurry, but I didn't realize for a minute that it was Saturday Night Live. I thought it was the
What
actual
time are you waking
debates.
up? That you're just waking up when Saturday Night Live is on TV, dog.
You know, I just sleep and wake up. Don't try to make me conform to what other people think of as time, man. I sleep with my eyes closed. I wake up when they open.
I think that's arrhythmia, dog.
You know, the traveling runner says DT said he ain't gonna participate, which would bring them down a notch. Well, he has no reason to participate in the whatchamacallits, because it's a no win for him. You know, the only reason he would have to participate is if some of them came up in numbers that it was actually threatening to him, and it's not. Right. So he has no reason. It would just be a lose for him, you know. Yeah, so he shouldn't participate. You know, I don't think Biden will be able to fucking debate anybody.
Well, it depends on if they got the controller on him or not.
If they got that Neuralink, the Neuralink, is that how do you say it?
Neuralink. Yeah, Neuralink. That's Musk's things. All right, so I want to go into that because I want to go back to that Mitch McConnell video. But first, I want to do something that I want to start doing on the show, which is our 50 Cent segment, which is just a great 50 Cent video from throughout the years.
I love 50. I met 50. He's a good dude.
50 being 50. And
just 50 being 50.
50 Cent goes out to a sneaker store.
$6 grand. Wow. You can keep them motherfuckers. They're $5,000 for the shoes. You go buy a small car. You can go buy a fucking Chrysler for $5,000. Ain't no shoe ever gonna be no wheels. I don't care what you say. $750. These are probably. Why those are $700? We saying $475. They said it costs more because of the date. I'm done. No, I'm not trying nothing on. God damn it, I gotta get out of here. I got other things to do.
That would be me. I'm not paying no $5,000 for a pair of sneakers.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, dude, this is totally fucking Gary.
Oh yeah. Don't matter how much money I got, I'm not paying that $5,000 for what do they walk themselves? I put those shits on. I better just glide across the fucking road. $5,000. King Handle says if Trump wins, this will be up there with the 92 Bulls. Yeah, man. It'll be nuts. Traveling runner says, gee, you nut. And big shout out to 50, man. You know, he still manages to stay relevant without even creating music anymore.
He's great, dude.
50 just being 50. You know.
And I think I sent that to you. I want to go to the remote control clip now with Mitch McConnell.
You did send it to me.
Yeah, I just got to go. I think I sent it to you on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now. Look at this. Look how quick I am. Sent. Look how quick I am. And that's just been going on even with, like I said, I sent you a clip of the chick.
I actually know that woman too. I used to work with her. Yeah, I met her a bunch of times. Yeah, her name is Shelley Moore Capito. She's a senator from West Virginia. Huge connected political family. All right, so his 50 Cent store sketch is great. It is good. So we're going back to Mitch McConnell, who was given a presentation in Congress, and he had some sort of stroke live on air.
Why are we laughing? Well, we weren't. I wasn't.
It's been just bipartisan cooperation and a string of
what the fuck?
This week, good bipartisan cooperation.
Watch Lady in the Green. Lady in the Green comes, taps his hand, and then he freezes. And then this
look
guy.
How everyone's looking at him.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look at this, guys. Okay. Now, are you ready? You ready, everyone? Now I'm going to go to YouTube. This is ABC News, right? And this is the same video, unedited, directly from ABC News's thing. All right, we got McConnell here, and then watch for the lady in the green. Watch her come up from the side.
After finishing the NDA,
comes out of nowhere, dude.
this week.
Look from the hallway.
Cooperation.
Comes up,
and a
says hi,
string of,
doesn't say anything, taps him. The fuck was that, dude? Watch his face. Watch his face. Watch their faces.
Are you good, Mitch?
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to your office?
Is there anything else you want to say? You want
anything
to
else to the press?
go back to your office?
Okay, let's go back.
Here, let's find his face.
been
We
good
got to look at these
bipartisan
guys' faces.
cooperation, and
Whoever
a
these dudes
string
are.
of,
Look, smiling.
And look, he
He's saying do it.
points.
He's like, do it, dog. Look, he's like, do it. Look.
Yeah. He
Look.
points. Look.
Look,
She's
look,
look.
do
She's
it.
gonna do it. Oh shit. Oh, yo, that's crazy, dog.
we're on a path to finishing the NDA.
He actually points to her, and it looks like he's saying
this
she's
week.
gonna do
Been
it.
good
Look at his
bipartisan
lips.
cooperation,
He says something though.
and a string of
Look. And look, he's looking to see if it worked.
All right, I'm gonna find another video, dude.
And while you do that, let me answer the phone with my son. Sam, what's up, Poppy? I got you on speaker, and you're on Rated G.
Oh, my bad. Oh, shout out Rated G. Call me back.
I'll call you right back. All right? You're gonna be home, right?
Yeah.
Pick up when I call you. You always leave me hanging. I love you. Talk to you in a little while. AI robot. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was a robot.
All right, here you
Maybe
go.
he was. And what is this now that we're watching?
This is the same video. It's just another camera angle.
Yeah.
well, good afternoon, everyone. We're on a path to finishing the NDA this week. Been
She
good
comes in.
bipartisan cooperation.
He says something to her.
Oh, he whispers to her.
Yeah.
He whispers to her.
Yeah, and then he points to it. Look. And then he looks over to see if it worked. Look, he leans forward, takes a look.
And when does his surprise face come up? I want to see his surprise face.
Yeah, let's see.
He checks his phone. She comes in. He wipes his face. He says hello. He says hello.
He says, look,
taps.
you do it.
Look. There it is.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. And then straightens up. And then that dude kind of, the dude on the left, when he starts to lean back, look at like the satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? Look at the satisfaction. Like, yeah.
We got to find out who these guys are.
NDA, this week has been good bipartisan cooperation.
Look at this. Look, he says something to her.
And a
This
string
person
of,
lets her right in. She touches him. That dude they make the face. He looks forward. Now watch his reaction when he leans back. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. That's that reaction. Like, yeah, that shit worked, yo.
Good bipartisan cooperation.
What is up with that, people?
And a string of
What is up with that, man? There's something with that touch. People, you can't deny there's something with that touch. That's not conspiracy theory. I don't know what it is, but the dude literally
I just want to know
her,
what we watched.
lets her in. She goes in and touches him. And while she's about to touch him, he points, look, he's going to touch him. And then they both kind of look and like, yeah, that shit worked. Something happened right there, man. I Cut Shapes. Hey, I Cut Shapes. Welcome back, baby. Said my brothers don't dance. We just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Lean back. Yeah, no doubt, man. Sean says, was there something in her hand? That I don't know. I can't tell. Can you tell if there was something in her hand? It just looks like she touches him. You know? She hit him with that Vulcan touch.
Something in her hand.
King Handel says.
You got a pen or something. She had something in her hand.
Yeah. Let's see, man. Let's see. I'm not gonna take your word for it.
I'm gonna download the video so I can blow it up. All right.
You know, I'm just saying that shit is creepy. And then I saw another one with that chick you were talking about, where the shit I sent you it's not the whole video, but where the chick is talking and there's a girl behind her and she's mouthing all the words, which she could be the writer of the speech, so she's just reading it along. But the crazy shit is, every time the chick giving the speech messes up, she mouths the messes up too, right on time. So she's like messing up with her. stuttering the words with her as she's mouthing the words.
Mhm.
There's a video out there of it. What's the chick's name again, Brian?
The what?
You said you knew her, the one that I sent you where the
Shelley-
chick was mouth.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I mean, the video I sent you ain't a better one. I seen a better video where you see the whole thing and you can see her stuttering the words when that chick stutters her words, the chick behind is stuttering the words. Then there's this other video of this dude where this guy is like mouthing the words and just staring at the dude talking the whole time and only blinking one eye.
Huh.
Only blinking one eye. When he does blink, he very rarely blinks, but when he does blink, it's one eye. And I always told you about that blinky shit. You know, what's crazy now is that, like, you know, like we keep talking about how like all these conspiracies are winding up to be true. Well, even the crazy ones, if you look at, like, in other words, now they're talking about one eye NPC. Oh, am I reading? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought it was me. Like now they're saying there's aliens, right? Well, okay, if there's aliens, right? Now all those reptilian motherfucking people aren't so off. That explains the reptilians. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if there are aliens, then I guess the next thing is there's reptilians.
Well, dude, so the thing that I was watching in that Alex Jones episode, right, is what he goes on to say about the New World Order is that this is what happened, right? During World War I, right, Britain was fighting against Germany. Okay, that was like the two big the two big people fighting against the war, right? So after World War I, there was the Treaty of Versailles that got signed, right? And the person who wrote the Treaty of Versailles was one of the brothers of these railroad magnates in the U.S., the Harringer brothers or Habinger brothers. We've talked about them on the show before, right? They wrote the Treaty of Versailles and made Germany owe, like, the U.S. and England like $20 billion fucking dollars or $60 billion fucking dollars or whatever it was after that, right?
Okay.
So right after that happened, and prior to World War II, the OSS, which was, you know, the German, the British intelligence agency, grouped together with the American intelligence agencies to fight against the Nazis, right? Because in Europe, dude, it has always been the British and the Germans fighting for power, right? All of the wars that have gone on, it's basically been the ancestors of these tribes, right? So then you start to get into, you know, post World War I, right, where Germany has this big debt that they need to pay to, you know, America and to Britain, which leaves this power vacuum for Hitler to come in to institute German nationalism, which was easy for everybody to get on board with, right? But he was buddies George VIII, who was the King of England, who is also fucking German. So a lot of these people who are in power over there are German sympathizers, right? So what happens is, you know, we then get into war with, you know, we get into war with Germany, and then at the end, we take a bunch of Nazi scientists and start NASA, right?
Yes.
And then Russia does the exact same thing. And that's
yeah.
The thing.
Well, there was a race, Operation Paperclip.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
there was a race to see who can get them. And,
right.
And the
and
word out. The word out to the
theory is that what was actually going on during World War II is that Hitler and his Nazi party were in touch with either interdimensional beings, aliens, or whatever you want to call them. They were doing crazy amounts of drugs and getting in touch with, you know, all of this kind of technology, right? And they think that the nuclear technology and stuff actually came from them. Yeah, Oppenheimer, who's also fucking German, dude. Like, his last name's Oppenheimer, you know? Like, and dude, the Nazis created UFOs. They created these Bell objects, and then there's all this stuff about Antarctica that comes into play too, bro. And now we got all this shit going on now, bro. It's like, dude, I really don't know what to believe anymore.
Believe nothing. You know, I just saw the movie 1984, but the old version, the 1954 version, I think it was. It was made in 1954, 59. Yeah, what is reality? You know, nowadays it's whatever you want to make it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nowadays, back in the day, that was an easy thing to answer. But nowadays, it's whatever you want to make it. And fucking, yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I trust nothing, dude. I saw that thing in 1984, and they were just off on the years. Because when you watch that movie, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Nuts, dude. Yeah.
And it's what's going on now. So they were just off on the years. They called it 1984. They should have called it 2024. You know what I'm saying? That's what they should have called it, because if you watch that movie, that's basically where we're headed to, man. And that movie is fucked up. Every time you come home, you know what I'm saying? You got to fucking stand in front of a camera and open up your jacket so they see you're not bringing anything you're not supposed to have in your house. You know what I'm saying? The dude finds a book. You're not allowed to keep a diary. You know what I'm saying? They find you with a diary, they'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude finds this diary and shit, has to sneak it in his house. It's crazy. It's a crazy fucking thing, man. Can you see what was in her hand? Oh yeah, man. Were you able to see what was in her hand, dude?
Sorry, I got sidetracked.
I Cut Shape says, what's crazy is Sade. Her music is magical. Yo. For a second, I was like, how did he even bring up Sade when I was just telling someone the other day how fucking great Sade? Oh, me and Mark were going at it. He likes this new singer. I forgot her name.
Lizzo?
No. This soul singer chick. She's hot. She's cute. She has a great voice. But I said she's no Sade.
Her?
And
is her name? That's her name. The artist, her.
No. She has a first and last name. But I was like, come on, dog. Sade. Sade is like a fucking angel, man. In every way. Okay? In every way. Look at her. All right?
Look at it.
Shout out to Sade. He looks more like a Lizzo fan.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be able to download this shit on the show, dude. No,
you're not.
No, I'm streaming. No.
Oh yeah, it's going too slow. Yeah, well, whatever. We can't see what's in her hand, but one thing we do know is that hand did something. We know that hand did something. All right,
it's not an innocent hand.
That's not an innocent hand, dude. Okay, that dude froze like fucking boots in the vet's getting 2 fingers up his ass.
Whoa.
That's what happened, man. I didn't make that up.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him. He's laying on you now so tired. I'm surprised he still trusts you. Even though he is his nose is facing to the north. So maybe he's trying to tell you something.
Well, yeah, but I got these down here.
Oh, this hand. Yeah, that shit. Look, that shit is, no one can say that shit is not weird and that something didn't go on. Something definitely went on there. Definitely.
I mean, but I'm at a loss, dude. I don't even know what to call that.
Oh, Mark says the chick's name is Alice Smith. Oh, okay, Mark, I'm glad you're listening. Alice Smith. Let's see what, all right, let's put it to a vote. Bring up a picture of Alice Smith and a picture of Sade. And let's put it to a vote. Now, we both agreed that, we wouldn't kick any of them out of bed, of course. But I'm just saying, I don't think there's a comparison. I think Sade is it's Sade. Who can touch her? Mark seems to think that Alice Smith can touch her. You guys tell me. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're wrong on this one, Mark. Sorry. Mark stood me up this week. He didn't wake up. Sade. Not even the best picture of her, but okay. Come on.
Not even close.
That's not even the best picture of
Sade. This is the best picture of her.
But that's the best picture of her. Yeah, no, she looks really good. Like, I wouldn't kick her out of bed. She's a beautiful woman. But she's no Sade. What do you think? Sade, 10 out of 10 says I cut shapes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sade's the shit, man. I'm sorry, Mark.
Yeah, Mark's wrong. I'm sorry, bro. I usually agree with Mark too, not Gary.
Mark says voice. Sorry, I'm still gonna say Sade, but he wants to go. He says, look at the body. Ah, man, this dude wants to go body, voice. You're gonna lose in every category. You're gonna lose in every category, Mark. All right, come on, man. Bring up anything, man. Bring up her bringing No Ordinary Love or Sweetest Taboo, and show her body. Mark's coming on. We got a phone in. Mark, you're on Rated G. What's on your mind?
No, man, you are out of your mind, brother.
You're on Rated G, dog. Dude, I'm sorry, man. You're gonna lose. I'm not, like I said, it's not that she's not beautiful. You know what I'm saying? She's better, man. Traveling Runner says Sade is aging like fine wine.
Hold him closer to the mic.
Look at Sade now. She ain't aging like fine wine.
Yes, she is. How dare you? How dare you, dog?
I don't want to interrupt your show. But
nah, you're on the show right now, dog.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're on the show.
Yeah, but she's much better. Voice, like you said, is a little, her singing voice is
she's a little more aggressive.
Maybe you don't like an aggressive female. I don't know.
Oh, now you have to go there on the front.
I don't know. I don't know.
Look, you're right. I don't like aggressive females. That's not true. I don't mind. Nah, yeah. Know your role. That's what I prefer.
Yo, all right, man.
Love you, brother. Thanks for calling in, man. Too, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. King Handle says, I fucking love Pam Grier. Now, Pam Grier looks a little rough now, though. You know, she was the shit, but she's looking a little rough. Sade live videos on YouTube are amazing. Yes, they are. You know, yes, they are. Pam Grier was the shit, but yeah, she's not aging like fine wine, yo. She's aging like scotch. You know, yeah, look, yeah. She's not the same as she once was. But
half as good once as I ever was.
Yeah. You know.
Hey,
she's not aging so good, but listen, at least she's aging. She's just letting herself age. Even though it did look like she did a little work, but I think she needs to work on the cookies. You know.
She needs to get a job at Big Girl Entertainment.
Exactly. You know.
She'll get fat shamed real quick, bro. Could you imagine getting fat shamed by Lizzo, dude?
That's some shit, isn't it?
Yeah,
the fucking nerve, yo.
It's like one of these dudes in San Francisco.
You got a manatee telling you that you're fat. Really? I'm fat? That's the fucking nerve of that shit, yo. Hold on a second. What about
King's Handle X says, Gary, if you've ever dated a New York chick, you like them aggressive.
Yeah, I don't mind aggressive women. I'm not afraid of a strong woman. Anyone who wants to think, oh, you're just afraid of a strong. I'm not afraid of a strong woman. You know, he's
afraid of strong men.
I'm afraid of some weak men too. Anything that little girls are afraid of, I am too. What about Obama's chef? Obama's chef found drowned.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if I want to get into that one.
Well, I just sent you an interesting thing, and I'm wondering if as a lot of conspiracies start to turn out true, here's another one that I think is going to turn out true.
Chairman of the Obama Foundation just happens to look like your oldest daughter, and his wife, who is a doctor, who is credited with delivering your babies, just happens to look like your youngest daughter. The Obamas aren't blind, and their family and friends, and America's not blind. Somebody has to explain this. It's worthy of an explanation, or you should have got rid of these people. And so literally, like, distance yourself from them. You got rid of Reverend Wright. You distanced yourself from him. Don't make this man the head of the Obama Foundation if he looks just like your oldest daughter. And just the whole story. I mean,
I don't get this, dude. I don't.
They're saying.
This is Obama,
Mark,
obviously.
Mark, Mark, if you're still listening, this is for you, because I think you're the one who asked me the other day that if Michelle is actually Big Mike, where did the kids come from? Well, they're saying the kids came from this couple, who this dude is the head of the Obama thing, and the woman is the one who delivered. They're saying she delivered the baby. So she gets credited for delivering Michelle's baby.
So these are these are the Obama's 2 kids, and they're saying that these 2 kids are actually these people's 2 kids?
Yes. Given to the Obamas to raise as their children, because Big Mike can't have babies. Now, I didn't say that. That's what they're saying.
Who are those guys, dude? I can't find their names.
What guys?
What? The doctor.
Well, just look up who is credited for delivering Obama's babies. I know the questions to ask that fucking thing, dog. Right? Hey, Boots, how you feeling, man?
Yeah, he's all over the place right now.
He can't even look at us, man. He's probably ashamed. It's not your fault, Boots.
Anita Blanchard.
It's not your fault, Boots. It's okay. It's not your fault. You're a victim. Don't ever think that you had anything to do with it. And it wasn't just because you're such a cute dog that you made it happen. All right. Don't let Brian lie to you about those things. All right. It wasn't your fault. You had nothing to do with it. All right. Just because you're cute doesn't mean that gives them the right to go fist deep into your bunghole. Exactly. See, now you got a little more pride. Hold that head up high.
Oh, so it's Martin Nesbitt and Anita Blanchard are the people's names.
Mm-hmm.
So Martin Nesbitt, let's go to this. Is an American businessman, public figure, co-CEO of Vistra Group, Chicago-based private equity firm, which means, he's in the deep state. Centerpoint Energy, Norfolk Southern, which is a trading company, American Airlines, CEO of the parking spot, close friend of President Obama, treasurer of his campaign, and serves as board chair of the Obama Foundation. Relationship with the Nesbitt met Barack and Michelle Obama through Obama's brother, Craig Robinson, who was a high school basketball coach. He supported Obama's 2004 Senate bid and was treasurer on his presidential campaign.
Well, the conspiracy theory is, see you at the show later. I have some honey-do list shit to get done. Sean, I'll check you out later at the show, man.
Thanks for joining us, Sean.
Yeah, fucking, so the conspiracy is that, that Michelle is actually Big Mike, his longtime friend from college, who nobody has seen since college. And the big question is always then, where did the kids come from? Mm-hmm. Well, they're saying the kids came from those 2 people who are now, very high on the Obama's list, which they should be. I mean, if they gave them a child, the least they could do was hook them up with a job, right?
So there really isn't any photos of her pregnant.
No. Which would also be easy to, kind of fake.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have this one right here that was AI generated, which is crazy because it looks great, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? It looks so real. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are the real ones? Things to make you go,
So they say.
Well, let's ask Joan Rivers. Oh, we can't.
Yeah. We can't, can we?
We can't, man. And now, they're saying Obama's chef drowned in 8 feet of water. Supposedly he was a decent swimmer. They have videos. I've seen videos of him swimming, doing laps and swimming.
Mm-hmm.
And they have supposedly witnesses who say they saw him go under and just never come back up. And they didn't find him till a day later. So it leads me to wonder, what did he see? Wee. Maybe he saw something that he shouldn't have saw. And the fact that he cooks a good flan no longer mattered. He has to go. I don't know. I'm just speculating. You know, we'll see what happens. Put it that way, because I'll just guarantee this: that within the next week, there are going to be mad conspiracies about what happened to his chef.
Oh yeah, I mean they're already starting. Oh dude, Jesus Christ, check this out, bro. They just got Trump on another charge.
Praise his holy name, by the way. All right, praise his holy name. Don't go using that name in vain on this podcast. All right, go ahead.
Trump indicted for removing mattress tag in 1997.
You're a dick.
From the Babylon Bee.
Yo, did you ever leave those on?
What do you mean?
Because it says that you're not supposed to cut them off.
Cut what off?
But those tags on the mattresses and the tags on your pillows.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I think I still got them on my pillow. Hold on one second. Let me see something.
I don't take them off either. Yeah, we don't take them off either. So so the New York District Attorney Alvin Bragg is reportedly set to indict Trump for this.
I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel.
You got that?
I cut those tags. I cut them the minute I get home.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was young, I used to wonder, like, how come you can't cut that tag off?
Yeah, it's really for the
stores.
For the stores.
It's for the stores. You know. It's for the stores. Oh, look at that, man.
Man's best friend.
Poor dog.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's why he's being nice. He's waiting for you to cram those fingers up his ass again.
Now he's
Traveling
scared.
Runner says Trump got the indictment
today.
Trump got the indictment hat trick. I don't think they got the third one yet. I don't think that wasn't a real thing, yo.
No, it was real.
No, it wasn't, man. But I think he is being wait, maybe he did, right? Because didn't he also get indicted in like California? Not California, California too.
No, dude.
For like raping that chick or something. The one he said he never knew.
Oh, easy, Boots. Sorry, did I go too deep in there on you, buddy?
Listen, man. There'll be no zoophilia on this show. All right. And we don't need him screaming into the mic. So if you're gonna do it, put the ball gag in. Oh man, yo. Well, listen, man. We'll find out more about that whole Obama thing, because I know there's gonna be a lot of shit about that. I already know it. It's gonna be so much shit about that. Tomorrow he gets indicted in DC. Yeah. So he's gonna get the hat trick. Yeah, man. Crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. Like, even if you don't like Trump, I think we could agree it's a bad precedence to arrest ex-presidents. Who the fuck is going to want to be president? Who is going to want to be president if you know that after you become president, they could come at you for a bunch of shit? Who's going to want to do that? Part of the reason of becoming president is so that you could be untouchable.
Dude, I mean, this is the kind of shit that they do in other countries, bro, where like military coups and stuff happen. They arrest the former leaders, bro. Like that's like this is not stuff that has traditionally happened openly in America. Like
it's never they kill you, that they'll do, but to sit there and arrest you,
right?
It's insane, dude. It's fucking insane. They're arresting their main political opponent, people.
Yeah.
And everyone's so caught up on I hate Trump that they're not even seeing what the underlining thing here is.
I think some people are starting to, dude. Some people are starting to, you know, but it's not enough, and it won't ever be enough, dude.
Come on, man. The funny thing is they're trying to arrest him. I think the second indictment yesterday was basically voter interference, basically, because they're saying he was trying to
overturn
the election. So voter interference.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think they're doing right now? This is the most blatant case of voting interference in the world.
Right.
You just arrested and indicted twice
the dude you're running against.
Forget about him being the ex-president.
Your opponent, dude.
Your opponent.
Yeah.
Your opponent. You're going after your opponent. And nobody sees anything wrong with that. Not yesterday, Monday, when I went out to the city, I parked the car around the corner from my brother's house. What does indictment mean, though? Can he still run? Yeah, he could run for office even if he gets locked up.
Mhm.
He could be in jail and still run for office. All you have to do to run for office is be an American citizen. That's it.
Well, and then, there's age requirements, and then you have to get, the proper amount of write-ins to get nominated by people. If you're not getting nominated by a party to get put on the ballot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm telling you, you're gonna be seeing if they lock them up, you'll be seeing meetings, congressional hearings where they go, you have a collect call from Trump. Yeah, people are blinded by their hatred for him and fueled by propaganda. No doubt. No doubt. And it's crazy, dude. It really is. Like, so I'm around the corner from my brother's house and I look in the building, right? The brownstone across has a big Trump, like a fake Trump tied up, hanging out of a window, and he's on fire. Not real fire, but they got like flames on him. And then it says, in one of the windows, lock him up.
Mm-hmm.
And then underneath that window, a big gay pride. And it's the one with the map one, the big one with all the stripes
with
hanging down from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says live in love. And it's funny too, because before he ever got indicted, they went around asking people, do you think he should get indicted? And everyone was like, yes, yes, yes. And they're like, for what? Nobody had an answer. Just lock him up. Drew Case says, oh, all right, I already said that. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Lock him up. That's all they had to say. They don't care why. They don't care why. When I was talking to Petey the other day, he was like, yeah, he should be locked up. He took home documents.
Dude, the thing that I don't understand.
You mean the same thing that every president has done? Obama took furniture. You mean the same thing every president has done before him? Mm-hmm. He should be locked up for that.
Bro, what about Ukraine, dog? What about Ukraine? We are literally in a war with Russia right now, dude. Right now. And everyone, like, dude, you know what's interesting that I see? And I'll be walking around San Francisco and there'll be a blue and yellow piece of tape around a pole, the Ukrainian flag around a street sign. And there's stuff in the windows. It's like, dude, where did this stuff come from? I guarantee you 80% of these people had no idea where the fuck Ukraine was.
It came from the same place that the stickers that say stand 6 feet apart, those round stickers.
And the arrows,
came from.
The same plexiglass company. Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Dude. And yeah, that's actually owned by Pelosi's husband, those companies.
Yeah, actually, did you hear about that reporter who escaped from the Ukraine? They grabbed him and they locked him up. The American reporter that they locked up, I think he was American, and he escaped from the Ukraine, and now he's claiming he was tortured. That they tortured him by Ukrainians. Yeah, yeah. It was in that thing the other day.
A woman?
No, dude. Hold on, I'll probably find it before you do.
No, I have a.
Hold on, I'll probably find it.
Is it a Russian journalist?
Could have been. Let me see. No, I don't think it was a Russian journalist. Let me see. Hold on a second. They keep changing them.
Huh.
They tell us about cholesterol. Leah Thomas. Hunter Biden and his wife trashed the rental house.
I love Hunter Biden, dude.
Wife of accused, to block secret Jeffrey Epstein files. Why is the FBI trying to block secret Jeffrey Epstein files? Interesting.
Dude, there's a shelter in place right now going on at the Capitol.
Yeah, they found no gunman. I'm ahead of you. They found no gunman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So they say.
So they say. Why isn't it popping up now, man? Teacher charged with grooming children. Yeah, it's not popping up now, man. But there was this dude, he just escaped, and he said he was Yeah, I can't find it, but either way, man, we're not surprised about that. Here's a fucking funny article that just popped up on my shit. Barbie 1-star reviews from furious men become hilarious viral meme.
Yeah, send me that, dog.
I find that to be hysterical, man.
Yeah, you're my little buddy, man.
Oh,
dude, Trump just released a statement on Lizzo.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let me bring it up.
I just sent you that article. Real quick.
Shit, dude.
Trump releases a statement on
o'clock. It's 6:30. Those are the Lizzo lyrics. You look at Lizzo, class action lawsuit, fat shaming, and bananas out of vaginas. Meanwhile, they're indicting me. All I ever wanted to do was make America great again, and they won't indict Lizzo. And look, I don't want to indict Lizzo. I don't want to indict anybody. I actually made Lizzo. If you look at me, the unemployment with the African Americans under Barack Hussein Obama, Lizzo was unemployed. I actually came to her. I gave her advice. She was on Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers. I said, embrace the weight. People are stupid. Embrace the fat thing. Eat whatever you want, and you'll sell out stadiums. And she did it. Frankly, the rest is history. Do I get any credit? No. I don't get credit, but then she turned on Trump, and look at her now. She's being crushed under the weight. No pun intended of lawsuit. And people, they take advantage. That's what happens when you act sanctimonious, right? I came up with just sanctimonious, holier than thou. And now she's, if anything, I like her more. It's like, oh, you're a real person. You're just like the rest of us. She's out there. I'm an activist. I want to dedicate my award to all the people with nothing. That's not real. Nobody thinks like that. Everybody's out for themselves. Even Lizzo, all right? Unbelievable. Part of the deal. People are stupid. That's my point.
Big up to Jason Scoopman, aka the real Trump. Yeah, man. I sent you that thing.
Okay.
That was great.
Yeah. Check out Scoop on Instagram, people. Did you message it to me?
Yeah, I sent it in the text.
I think me and you need to just pick one app that we sent.
Well, it was an article, so I just sent it through the text. I'm sorry, man.
No, it's not your fault, because I do the same thing. I'll text you some stuff. If it's from that smart news app, we text it.
Yeah.
But then, there's other, all right, get rid of this fucking ad, dog.
Yeah, you got to do it yourself. They're there to annoy you, man.
This Barbie has thick skin. The highly anticipated marketed Barbie movie premiered on Friday and broke box office records as people across the country rushed to see the pretty in pink feminist film. With an 88% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, the majority of viewers would seem to enjoyed it. Directed by Greta Gerwig and starring Margot Robbie, but not everyone felt the Kenergy.
Hold on. Stop. Could you go to the ratings, the percentage ratings on Rotten Tomatoes? Because I know there's two different ratings. There's the ratings of the people, and then there's the ratings of the people who get paid to say it was good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, when they say an 88% rating, is that the people rating it, or is that the fucking the reviews, the people who do reviews? What do they call them, motherfuckers?
Movie reviewers?
I forgot what they call them. Critics. The critics.
Yeah. No, so it's an 88 from the critics and an 84 from everyone else.
Okay, so it's very close. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna see it, even though I know I'm not gonna be able to get through it. My daughter already said you're not gonna be able to get through it, Dad.
Poking fun at the haters. Someone on Twitter, rebranded as X, scrolled through online comments of the movie to find 1-star reviews that turned into hilarious faux branding memes. Took the 1-star reviews from Barbies, and okay. We basically just
they made
movie posters.
They made movie posters.
An alienating, dangerous, and perverse film. The feminist agenda will kill us all. Honestly isn't that funny.
No, they won't be happy until, what's that? A pink acid trip that feels like being slapped by lots of confusing, attractive people.
Confusingly attractive people.
Blah. That was weak. Sorry. I thought there was something there. It wasn't. I'm going to see the movie, though, so that I can give my review on it. I did see a clip, and oh, my Lord. Hold on. I think my daughter sent it to me. She's right. I'm not going to be able to get through it. If just in that clip, I was like, oh. And then I got mad because I was like, how did you like this movie, Jasmine? You know? And then she got mad at me because I was mad at her that she liked it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yes. Here we go. Just from this clip alone, I'm sending it to you, Brian Licata, on Instagram. Just from this clip alone, I already know I'm probably not going to be able to get through it. I'll tell you this, no one should watch it with me because all they're going to do is be annoyed at how many times they're like, oh, my God. Good.
You know what I think we should do, bro? I think we should find a crack stream of it, right? And then me and you watch it together, and we'll not have it on screen, and then it can just be our reactions.
Well, I think we should do that all and just get the clips, and then we'll edit it and get the good parts.
Yeah.
We're not going to make them sit through the whole movie with us. I could barely get through this clip.
Because that's crass. You have to be a boss, but you can't be mean. You have to lead, but you can't squash other people's ideas. You're supposed to love being a mother, but don't talk about your kids all the damn time. You have to be a career woman, but also always be looking out for other people. You have to answer for men's bad behavior, which is insane, but if you point that out, you're accused of complaining. You're supposed to stay pretty for men, but not so pretty that you tempt them too much or that you threaten other women, because you're supposed to be a part of the sisterhood, but always stand out and always be grateful. But never forget that the system is rigged, so find a way to acknowledge that, but also always be grateful. You have to never get old, never be rude, never show off, never be selfish, never fall down, never fail, never feel fear, never get out of line. It's too hard. It's too contradictory, and nobody gives you a medal or says, thank you. And it turns out, in fact, that not only are you doing everything wrong, but also everything is your fault.
I'm glad she understands.
I'm just so tired of watching myself and every single other woman tie herself into knots so that people will like us. Okay? But you can't.
Oh, that is going to be torture. That movie is going to be, it looks like such a great movie. Such a happy message for the girls, for the young girls who want to see that movie. And I'm sure that's not even the worst. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put, why? Because I love to torture myself. That's why. Because sometimes you have to go through the fire to come out on the other end a better person. Okay? And I'm going to put myself through the fire. I'm going to watch that shit.
Yeah, but you're not going to come out a better person.
I'm going to come out as angry as she is on the other side. Barbie doesn't seem happy.
That wasn't Barbie, dude.
That is one of the Barbies, isn't she? They're all Barbies, aren't they?
No.
I don't know. We'll figure out who she is. You know,
I like that actress
who she is. Isn't that the one from Ugly, something Ugly, whatever her name is? That chick that had that show.
Oh yeah, they are all Barbies.
They're Barbies. That's a Barbie. Yeah. You want to know when Barbie was really happy? Because I'll tell you, man, the Barbies in the 50s didn't talk like that.
That's because of segregation, dog.
The Barbies in the 50s did not talk like that. It wasn't until those late 60s Barbies started coming out. And all of a sudden, now they got opinions. And just being happy at home isn't good enough for them.
Oh. Again, this is why we have 90% men listen to our show, dog.
Hey, we had a couple of women on the show today, man. Obviously smart, intelligent women with great taste who said that, we're looking good and we're funny. Women with sense of humors. Don't take everything so personal like these new age chicks out there, like these Barbies. Okay? Like these new age Barbies. It's not my fault. High cut shape says don't gender me. I didn't gender you at all. I cut shapes. I didn't honestly, I don't know what you are. I cut shapes. Leaders who have their political opponents arrested. Yeah, look at that. He's in the Fab Four. He made the Fab Four. He completed it. You know, I'm just saying, man. Like I'm gonna watch it though. I have to. I'm gonna have to have someone like tie me to like the bed and watch it, or the couch, like cuff me to the couch so I don't run away. And they're gonna have to put those things in my eyes, like from that movie Clockwork Orange, so that I can't just close my eyes. I'm gonna force myself to watch it.
Here's another thing from the Barbie movie that I just got on my.
I should take a hit of acid and watch it.
I don't think that's a good idea at all. I think that's a terrible idea, dude. No,
really?
Absolutely not, bro. No, dude, you'll lose it, bro. You'll lose it. You do not, dude. No. Set and setting, dog. Doing acid and then going into something that is so politically charged and has such an impact on the way we feel about the world, I think it's a terrible idea.
The more you think it's a terrible idea, the more I want to do it.
This in the Barbie movie. The 4 girls at the high school that don't like Barbie represent the original for Bratz dolls. Wait for it. They look similar and also have the same names. It's to Barbie's historic enemies. It took me 3.
Oh. I thought it was going to be.
Wait. It took. Now that's interesting though, because I'm not going to lie. I thought the Bratz were better. When the Bratz came out with the big heads, I was like, these dolls are better than Barbie dolls. So that's interesting. Let me finish. Was there more to it?
That was it.
Oh, he went 3 times to see that shit. Oh. He said I had to watch it 3 times to figure out that the Bratz are in there. Ugh. I don't even think. I don't know. That's like people who went to go see that. I know someone who saw the Titanic over 30 times. I'm like, you do realize that's not a love story. It's a tragedy, that movie. Michelle Valducci says, thank you for saying I'm smart. We are the GED crew. That makes us very intelligent. Okay. We had shit to do. Okay. Visit a Democrat city.
Barbie.
It's on
Cinderblock.
My daughter used to have the Lamborghini, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
And we would go to Blockbuster to go pick up movies, and we would leave the car outside, and I would tie my pit bull to the steering wheel. My daughter would be like, "What if someone takes it?" I said, "No one's taking that fucking thing."
Yeah, no.
I would just tie the pit bull to the steering wheel. I dare you to drive off. You know, I'm gonna check it out, dude. I'm gonna check it out. Whose line is it anyway? I got no respect for that chick.
No, zero.
Jean-Pierre. Oh my God. You want to talk dumb? Oh, it's such a battle for who's the dumbest in that fucking in that whole crew, right? It's like a whole crew of just straight up dummies. Just straight up dummies. Jean-Pierre hasn't had one good outing yet in the 3 years she's been doing this shit. It's like, why do they even go for these things anyway? She never answers the question. Ever. I've never once seen her give a good fucking answer.
She's horrible, dude.
Horrible. You know, Biden never knows where he is. Kamala Harris is on some
shit.
Kamala Harris has to be one of the dumbest bitches I've ever heard speak in my life. And I think I'm using the term bitch appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. There's a reason that word is there. It's for some people that deserve it. And she does. She's insane. She's
I gotta go, dude. I got a fucking work call I gotta be on.
She's just so dumb.
Yeah, I gotta roll, bro.
Okay, here it was. I thought you were working.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, listen, guys, we thank you for hanging out, man. Yeah. And for those who've been with us from beginning to end, man, you guys are warriors. You must not have nothing to do.
Yeah. Sorry.
Off. Go. You cut me off. Thank you for coming out. If you wanna follow Brian, but file Brian at Brian T Licata on Instagram, and follow me at Gary G Garcia. Go to acjokes.com, see where I'm at. And every Monday I'm in New York City doing the Not Quite Tuesday midnight show over at the Grizzly Pear. Like, smash, follow, do all those good things.
I'll call you later, G. Sorry. Bye.
Peace out, brother. Sorry for the abrupt ending. Love y'all.
Love you, son. See ya.
Damn, you hustled out of that bitch. All right.
See ya.
You're on the call.
Yeah.